Your ski. What's that word, YouTubians, man? There's been a lot going on in these YouTube streets, man. Since I last came on here live, my boys. A lot of snitching. A lot of pistol wielding. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shout out to my boy Byron Blake, man. It looked like they packed my son channel up. I'm sure my boy will be back on this net sooner than you think. Sooner than later. I'm pretty sure my boy will be back on his net, but I just checked, bro. It looked like they packed, boy, bro. It looked like they packed my son up, dog. They sent him for a little trip. But you know how that go, man. Niggas be hating. I mean, he was on here exposing the shit out of niggas, though. Let's keep it 100. But I'm sure my son gonna be back. But I just got the news. I just seen it. I got an alert. Byron Blake channel, take it down, da-da-da-da. I went to go verify. I'm like, oh, shit. As soon as the nigga 1090 Jake start talking back, I don't know if y'all noticed, but 1090 Jake had when they made a little video, a short on his page. Actually, we on live. I could go pull it up. 1090 Jake had when they made a little short on his page, responding to Byron just recently. You know he been ducking that nigga Byron Blake smoke for months. So he finally responded, and then this what happened. Look, he just responded. Look.
39. Carmelo Anthony got absolute. 39-year-old failed rapper. 39-year-old failed rapper Byron Blake has made 77 videos exposing me in the last year, and I'm going to show y'all what I can do with just one. Byron made a video exposing my great-grandfather was a cop, and that must make me a cop even though he died when I was 2. But Byron's dad is in the feds. Byron wrote a petition to free his dad out the feds. His dad took a prof for snitching on his co-defendants and was convicted of raping a 9-year-old boy. So his dad is a rat and a PDF file. A 2015 article would name Byron Blake saying that he gave interviews to the police and snitched in a murder case. But I don't need to lie on anybody. It was a typo by the police. They wrote Byron, but really it was Brian Blake, his brother. Now Byron apparently...
Niggas Brian and Byron
did a home invasion. The woman recognized him through his pantyhose mask. He put a gun to her baby's head and made off with some...
Not the AI Byron Blake behind the pantyhose. Nah, nigga 1090 Jake try to clip my son. They really clipped my son page and crazy. They really clipped my son page, man. Did my son filthy though. Back to the shit.
So using his logic, I'm a cop because my great-grandfather was a cop. But your daddy a rat, your brother a rat, your daddy play with boys. What does that make you? 39-year-old failed rapper Byron Blake.
Alright, so that was 1090 Jake, man. This was 1090 Jake coming here and trying to smoke Byron Blake. This is what he thought, you know what I'm saying? This was like, what, how long ago? A week? Let me see. Let me read the comments. 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, 1090 Jake came on here and finally mentioned Byron Blake's name. After, what he said, how many videos he said Byron Blake did?
39-year-old failed rapper Byron Blake has made 77 videos.
Nigga said 77 videos. So after 77 videos, my son Jake decided to finally pop up on here and mention the nigga name. And then you just see that nigga channel disappear. We ain't stupid, nigga. We ain't stupid. We know what happened. We know what happened, dog. Nigga, Whack 100. Whack 100 supposedly just got this nigga Spody Face channel deleted. Whack 100 was one of the victims. I ain't gonna say victim, but Byron Blake was on that nigga Whack 100 ass too, with that Big U situation. Between Byron Blake, Big U, you know what I'm saying? I said Big U, Byron Blake, Whack 100. Somebody must have sent them strikes through and got him out of there, bro. Cause when you click on a link from any of his videos, like if you got a link to a video and you click it, it say like, oh, this video has been terminated for violating YouTube policies. Actually, if we search up Byron Blake, well, Byron Blake, you're gonna see it right here. The Byron Blake channel terminated. And then look, see it right here? This video is no longer available because the YouTuber's account associated with the video has been terminated. So that's what you see when you're trying to click on a link of a video that had been terminated. You know what I'm saying? So they did my son filthy, boy. They did my son, Byron Blake, filthy for the moment. And he was coming with that heat. I don't know if y'all realized the nigga Byron Blake was dropping. He was getting closer to dropping a bombshell. He like, nigga, he even took donations from niggas. He even took donations from niggas like, yo, listen, donate to this petition. We need $900 to unlock this video showing 1090 Jake big homie type shit. Like, he was going in. The nigga was wilding. But you see how it is, bro, when you start going in and shit, niggas don't like that. And niggas get you up out of here real quick. Niggas get you up out of here real quick, bro. That's smoke. He gave niggas smoke for, let's say he been giving this nigga 1090 Jake smoke for like the whole 2026. No cap. Since mid-2025, the nigga Byron Blake been dropping videos on Jake. I ain't gonna lie. I knew 1090 Jake was gonna pack him at some point. Cause he used enough of his content. You know, you gotta do is use a nigga content. He can pack you up. So the nigga Byron Blake should have knew, nigga. Stop using this nigga content, gang. Cause he gonna send them strikes, nigga. He already made his response to you. It ain't nothing more for him to do than get your channel up out of here, nuke your channel if he wanna keep you off his ass. So that's what happened, gang. It's looking like my son Byron Blake gotta make a new channel. He probably already got a second channel floating around somewhere, but none of them videos ain't float to the top yet. But for sure, I know I'm tapped into these YouTube streets. I ain't gonna lie, man. The sheriff gotta come through. Where my nigga point and shoot when you need him? Where point and shoot when you need him, bro? We need some answers, man. We need some background checks. I'm doing my little background checks I could do, but you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, let's go to Byron Blake Instagram. Let's see if he said anything. Let's go to my son Graham. I don't know if I got him on the gram. Yep, I do got the nigga. Let me follow him. Let's see if he posted anything. Oh, this way 1090 Jake. 1090 Jake came on here. This way 1090 Jake came to get this picture. To put say struggle rapper Byron Blake. That's where he got the picture from for his joint. Free Blake, fuck the fake. Yeah, Reezy Riches. What's the word, man? Nah, facts. Free my son Byron Blake, man. I hope my son. I'm a message son. Yeah. I see they try to pack you up. Hit me if you need. Let me see. What should I say? I see they try to pack you up. Hit me if you need something, gang. Alright, we're gonna send that to my son. My son Byron Blake. He followed by Whack 100 though. Whack 100 followed the nigga, but Whack 100 probably the nigga who got him up out of here. Let's keep it a band though. Right? Let's see, this is official page. Byron Blake. That's me, nigga. Oh, we not going to threads, nigga. Nah, we don't do threads. Nah, we don't do threads. Alright, we're gonna see what's up with Byron Blake, gang. We're gonna see what's up with the boy, man. He ain't post nothing yet. So you know what I'm saying? We know he know. We know he know. We know he got packed up, nigga. Jump on Instagram. Holla at the peoples, man. Niggas packed my son Byron Blake up. Let me see if there's any other videos on here talking about Byron Blake getting packed up. Was this my one-time response? Nah. Yeah, gang. Niggas wasn't playing, man. Niggas don't be playing fair in these YouTube streets, bro. That's one thing you gotta know about these YouTube streets, bro. Niggas do not play fair at all. Niggas don't like the shit you saying. Niggas don't like the words. Niggas don't like what you communicating. Niggas don't like how you putting shit down. Niggas ain't jacking your shit, bro. Niggas gonna send them nukes at you, bro. And for sure, you know you got hit with probably got hit with 3 strikes at once. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this shit go, gang. Niggas packed my son Byron Blake up. But you can't tell me it ain't no coincidence how the nigga how that nigga post this and 1090 Jake finally respond to the nigga. All them like a year later, nigga, a year and a half later, nigga, and he finally get packed. So 1080 Jake post this.
39-year-old failed rapper in the last year, and I'm gonna show y'all what I can do with just one. Byron, 39-year-old failed rapper Byron Blake has made 77 videos exposing me in the last year, and I'm
damn, it been a whole 12 months, nigga. I said last half a year. I said the whole 2026. He been on his ass since 2025.
I'm gonna show y'all what I can do with just one. Byron made a video exposing my great-grandfather was a cop, and that must make me a cop.
I mean, say what up to your great-grandpa.
Even though he died when I was 2. But Byron's dad is in the feds. Byron wrote a petition to free his dad out the feds. His dad took a prof for snitching on his co-defendants and was convicted of raping a 9-year-old boy. So his dad is a rat.
I ain't even gonna comment on that because Byron had responded to that. He said that shit was all fake. Niggas got no proof of it. But that's all bad. Raping a 9-year-old boy, that sounds horrible.
And a PDF.
But we know that that's fugazi though.
Wow. A 2015 article was named Byron
said.
Blake saying that he gave interviews to the police and snitched in a murder case. But I don't need to lie on anybody. It was a typo by the police. They wrote Byron, but really it was Brian Blake, his brother. Now Byron apparently did a home invasion. The woman recognized him through his pantyhose mask. He put a gun to her baby's head and made off with some purses. So using his logic, I'm a cop because my great-grandfather was a cop. But your daddy a rat, your brother a rat, your daddy play with boys. What does that make you?
Nigga tried to pack him in that video. But I guess that little short didn't pack him the way he wanted it to. So that boy sent them strikes, man. That boy sent them strikes at him. That boy sent them strikes at him. What are my son Poetic Flakko talking about? We got a couple topics to get to too, gang. But let's start with we already touched on my boy Byron Blake getting packed up. Let's touch on this. What's this? We can't let Kendrick Lamar get away with doing this to Draco the Ruler. What did Kendrick Lamar do to Draco the Ruler? The fuck?
Kendrick Lamar can't just keep getting away with what he's doing to Draco the Ruler. This is not okay.
What?
Somebody has to say it, so I'll say it. Now, Draco's family believes that Kendrick Lamar is copying Draco's flow. I'm here to tell them this is a lot deeper than just copying. What Kendrick Lamar is actually doing is sinister and is more evil than what they believe is happening. This is not surface level. This goes deep, like really, really, really deep.
I mean, because what I actually was listening, because I mean, I'm not a big Kendrick Lamar person listening to his music. Yeah, I'm really picky with music, just being that I'm a musician and all that. But I heard this one song of his. I'm like, wait, I didn't know if I was listening to a Draco song that I just didn't hear yet. I'm like, oh, this is one of my son's songs that I haven't heard yet. And then
oh, this Draco Pops? Draco Pops a Rasta man?
That's not Draco. That's Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, wait, that's Kendrick Lamar? He sounds just like. And then that's when I knew right there, oh, this guy.
Wait, that's who, nigga? Kendrick Lamar. The fuck?
Songs that I haven't heard yet. And then that's not Draco. That's Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, wait, that's Kendrick Lamar? He sounds just like. And then that's when I knew right there, oh, this guy. He sounds, the rhyme pattern, the syncopation, all of that was the same. The flow, everything was the same. Now, far as him giving him the props, maybe it was a politic thing. Maybe it was politics, you know what I'm saying? I can't be trying to go on that bandwagon right now with what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make this positive movement, right now with, these rappers and this rap stuff. And if I, shout out Draco, and just let people know I'm using this flow, that might be bad for what I'm trying to do. So I can understand it on that level. But at some point, you got to keep it real.
The family has it half right. Kendrick Lamar wasn't copying Draco's flow to pay homage. He was mocking Draco. He was dissing Draco. Kendrick Lamar is a Compton Pyru, an active gangbanger.
Yo, here go Flakko. Flakko going. Everybody a gang member of Flakko gang.
See what he did to Draco the Ruler? It would actually change your perception and view of Kendrick Lamar. People view Kendrick Lamar as this square who is above gangbang politics. No, Kendrick Lamar is an active gangbanger. And what he did to Draco the Ruler represents that. What the family and fans of Draco the Ruler saw as Kendrick Lamar copying Draco the Ruler's flow as paying homage without saying his name is actually Kendrick Lamar linking up with other Bloods and Draco the Ruler's ops to diss Draco the Ruler using his own flows. And the songs where the flow is more prominent and the cadence is almost identical to Draco the Ruler's cadence are the songs where they're just taking direct shots and just absolutely dissing Draco the Ruler as boldly and blatantly as you can. The first example of this is this record called Peekaboo on GNX.
Peekaboo, I just put them bookers in my chain. Peekaboo, 80 pointers like a Kobe game.
Peekaboo, the record was inspired by the Draco the Ruler AZ Chike disc called Boogeyman.
Beams on the chop, finna break a wall with him. Hanging with the ops, you can be his pallbearer. Who's that creeping through your window? Charles Barkley. He's just an actor, he can be Mekhi Phifer. Who's that all in Draco pictures? 9 lifers. Get flipped like a big, we came in with 9 lighters. Who's that creeping? It's the boogeyman, Peekaboo. 34 shots hard the box when I stick and move.
Kendrick Lamar then proceeds to
hard.
put the same person, Draco.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, them lyrics is kind of hard when you string them together. Draco be talking, nigga. Draco used to be saying some shit on the low.
It's called Boogeyman.
Beams on the chop, finna break a wall with him. Hanging with the ops, you can be his pallbearer. Who's that creeping through your window? Charles Barkley. He's just an actor, he can be Mekhi Phifer. Who's that all in Draco pictures? 9 lifers. Get flipped like a big, we came in with 9 lighters. Who's that creeping? It's the boogeyman, Peekaboo. 34 shots hard the box when I stick and move.
Kendrick Lamar then proceeds to put the
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. Joe, R.I.P. Draco, nigga. Long live Draco, dog. That nigga used to be walking on these tracks, boy.
same person Draco the Ruler is dissing in Boogeyman AZ Chike. Draco the Ruler's #1 enemy, his top op in music. The rapper he hated the most, more than YG, AZ Chike. Kendrick Lamar proceeded to put AZ Chike on the Peekaboo record, as both Kendrick Lamar and AZ Chike makes a mockery and takes shots at Draco throughout the record.
Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my low they rocker.
If you know anything about Draco the Ruler and his beef with AZ Chike, then you already know that line was a direct shot at Draco the Ruler on top of putting AZ Chike on the song. When Kendrick Lamar says, why you dissing on IG Live, you know my low ninjas off they rockers, he's referencing 2 things. One, he's referencing the line in Boogeyman where Draco the Ruler tells AZ Chike something bad is gonna happen to him for talking mean on Instagram.
I think with some real mean guys, they'll get at you. I drive in a Rolls Royce down and still stick you up. Mean comments on the gram, time to hit him up.
Peekaboo, why you acting tough on IG Live? Peekaboo, you know my low they rocker.
He's also referencing this infamous IG Live where Draco the Ruler is previewing this diss track towards AZ Chike, but in the diss track, Draco the Ruler is saying that he had AZ Chike running outside the club, and he's telling AZ Chike to let the world know what really happened. That line in Peekaboo where he's telling Draco the Ruler, why you talking tough on IG Live, knowing my low ninja off his rockers, he's talking about Draco dissing AZ Chike on IG Live in this infamous live.
You do not purchase no bottles in the club. When you sneak this and bring up all the models that was with me. Bring up how you see me outside and you was running. Bring up all the sticks and how you told them I'm a jump.
Yeah.
You do not purchase no
Make
bottles
sure
in
you
the club.
bring all that, nigga. Bring it all up.
Bring up
Read the comments. Even the comments is saying like, yo, YG this, YG that. So they definitely saying they think YG and this nigga was beefing.
all the models that was. Bring up how you saw me outside and you was running.
Make sure you bring up all that. Hey, speaking of
Bring up all
bring up all the sticks and how you told him I'm a drummer. Yeah. All right. Whoa. You hear me? Bring that up.
AZ Chike's breakout song at the time of this IG Live was called Bottles. Draco the Ruler is telling AZ Chike, yeah, your song is Bottles, but you ain't buying no bottles in the club. Tell him how many models I have with me. Tell him how I had you running outside the club. Now, he's telling AZ Chike, yo, whenever you bring up my name, bring that up. Bring that up. So Kendrick Lamar responds is, man, why you talking tough on IG Live? My little homie is off his rockers. Now, they both responded back to that Draco the Ruler IG Live because the hook in Peekaboo, right, outside of Peekaboo, was what they talking about. They ain't talking about nothing. That's a response to Draco saying, yo, bring it up whenever you bring up my name. So they're responding back with, man, what he talking about? Man, he ain't talking about nothing, bruh.
Peekaboo.
Surprise, that and cheese.
Peekaboo.
Let me FaceTime my op. I'm up the street.
Peekaboo.
Yes, AGs, I'm putting something to sleep. Heard what happened to your mans. Not sorry for your loss.
What they talking about?
They talking about nothing.
What they talking about?
They talking about nothing.
What they talking about?
They talking about nothing.
I don't know how much clearer it could be. Like Kendrick Lamar mimicking Draco the Ruler's flow on GNX was not him paying homage. This was him dissing Draco the Ruler every chance he got. Now, AZ Chike dissing like Draco, he has every right to diss Draco. Like, I don't think anybody who's saying AZ Chike is wrong for dissing Draco, you are dumb. Like, Draco and AZ Chike had issues. They had beef. They dissed each other back and forth. Draco the Ruler has said worse things about AZ Chike. So AZ Chike has every right to diss Draco the Ruler. Kendrick Lamar has nothing to do with their beef at all. My theory for why Kendrick Lamar is dissing Draco the Ruler and being so ruthless, A, he's an active gangbanger. He's from where he's from. He's a Compton Pyru. And the people he's linked up with don't like Draco the Ruler. But then two, this was a way to get back at Drake, right? Drake was distraught. Drake was very upset over the death of Draco the Ruler. Draco the Ruler and Drake were like this. They were inseparable. They were really, 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 really close.
This nigga be lying. Nigga said they were inseparable. Nigga, what the inseparable? Bro, like, I know that 100,000 every month, 150,000 every month is good, but to come on here lying, my nigga, inseparable? Blood, stop playing with me.
Drake gave Draco the Ruler this really heartfelt tribute. Kendrick Lamar dissing Draco the Ruler, in my opinion, is his way to get back at Drake as well. Because, when Draco the Ruler, like, towards the end of his life, Draco the Ruler was literally on Instagram Live repping OVO. Letting people know he's OVO now. So I think Kendrick Lamar seeing this and saying, hey, bro, like, he don't rock with my peoples? Cool. That's Drake, homie? Oh, bet. It's open season. Now, when Kendrick Lamar dropped Squabble Up, to me, Squabble Up was even more flagrant than Peekaboo. Squabble Up, to me, was the most disrespectful of Kendrick Lamar dissing Drake. This was where I looked at this and I said, how did people let Kendrick Lamar get away with this? Kendrick Lamar starts off Squabble Up dressed up as Draco the Ruler, wearing the same outfit Draco the Ruler has worn in the past, even mimicking Draco the Ruler's facial expression, down to the bell bottoms, his cadence, his everything. Kendrick Lamar is mimicking Draco the Ruler. Now he pans to a group of Bloods over in the corner that's united, right? They're coming together, they're forming an alliance, but their faces are redacted, signifying they did something very bad. Then he pans over to where it appears to be a concert is going on. And then he pans over to a fight happening at the concert. And then he pans over to a memorial where it says rest in peace, signifying the death of Draco the Ruler, which is an obvious depiction of the series of events that took place as the Once Upon a Time festival that took the life of Draco the Ruler. He got there at a festival, a group of Bloods with alliances, they came together, a fight broke out, and Draco the Ruler ended up dead. But here's the worst part. So Kendrick Lamar is kneeled over this memorial that's supposed to be about Draco the Ruler, right? So he starts to rap in Draco the Ruler's cadence, starts to use the same facial expression as Draco the Ruler. Clearly, this is him mimicking Draco the Ruler. Now, people is calling this...
I don't know how clear it is. I ain't gonna lie, gang. I'm listening to this shit just like y'all. I'm gonna break it down, though.
Like some type of homage. They're saying, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar is paying homage to Draco the Ruler. But no, if you pay attention to the lyrics, while Kendrick Lamar is over Draco the Ruler's memorial. Again, this is him, like he's in the middle of Draco the Ruler's memorial, and he's rapping these lyrics, essentially dissing Draco the Ruler and taunting his death.
Pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. Hit him and some that's a lot of. Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, here was Blackie Mouse with the Smirnoff. Yee-haw, we outside, boy, they about to kill him off.
Standing over Draco the Ruler.
What the fuck do Kendrick be talking about? Yee-haw, he was with the what, he's about to kill him off. What the fuck? Hold up. I heard the first part about he with kids don't kill him off, but after that, nigga, Kendrick started going wild, my boy.
Hit him and some that's a lot of. Don't hit him, he got kids with him, my apologies. Ghetto child, here was Blackie Mouse with the Smirnoff. Yee-haw, we outside, boy, they about to kill him off.
Standing over Draco the Ruler's memorial while rapping, pipe down, young, this is a whole nother politics, telling Draco, yo, the Bloods ain't nothing to play with, bruh. These politics ain't for non-affiliates, homie. This is a different ball game. While calling him a B. But the part that really, like, gives it off, like the part where you start to figure out, oh, he's talking about Draco the Ruler, on top of him just blatantly imitating like Draco the Ruler's expressions, his cadence, while standing over the memorial for Draco the Ruler, while also depicting the exact series of events that led to his death. The part that really gives it away when he was like, yo, ghetto child, Black and Miles with the Smirnoffs. That sounds like a random bar. That sounds like a throwaway. That's not a throwaway bar.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, what is he talking about? Ghetto child, Black and Miles with the Smirnoff? Sound like some of the smokers from our hood, nigga. Smirnoff, and the black, the little cheap Smirnoff, the plastic bottle, the flask size joint that you could bend the bottle in liquid. Shit tastes like rubbing alcohol. Smirnoff shit in a Black and Miles sound like some of the fiends in my hood, nigga. And my peas.
No. That right there tells you exactly who he's talking about.
Lighter.
Keep the snakes from around me, don't like Judas is around. Smoking on Zod, we don't do the Black and Miles. I ain't worried about my outfit, the type still drunk on Smirnoff.
Ralphie the Plug on the freestyle.
Oh, shit. All right. Break that shit down then, Flakko.
Where Draco says, all our ops be drunk off Smirnoffs. Those are our enemies, right? Like, they weirdos, they bozos. They be drunk off Smirnoffs. Then Ralphie the Plug also says, we be smoking Zaza. They be smoking Black and Miles.
Lighter though.
Then Kendrick Lamar comes and says, ghetto child, Black and Miles with the Smirnoffs. That's not random, bruh. Ralphie says, our ops be drunk off Smirnoffs. Kendrick Lamar says, yeah, we ghetto childs. We off the Smirnoff. AKA, yeah, we the ops. Yeah, like we your op. This dude is, I'll be real, bruh. Sitting back and actually seeing like, cause I found so many more examples, but I'm saving it for another video. Bro, this is gonna be a part 2 and a part 3. Y'all are really gonna see like how many shots Kendrick Lamar took at Draco the Ruler during the GNX album.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That was some good detective work right there. That was some good detective work. Let's replay this part about the Smirnoff from Kendrick, and then play the part about that Ralphie talked about the Smirnoff.
Until his death.
Pipe down, young. These some whole other politics. Let them mess them. That's a lot of. Don't hit them. You got kids with them. My apologies. Ghetto child. Here was Blackie Miles with the Smirnoff. Yeehaw, we outside. Boy, they about to kill him off.
Standing over Draco the Ruler's memorial while rapping, pipe down, young. This is a whole nother politics. Telling Draco, yo, the Bloods ain't nothing to play with, bruh. These politics ain't for non-affiliates, homie. This is a different ball game. While calling him a B, but the part that really like gives it off, like the part where you start to figure out, oh, he's talking about Draco the Ruler, on top of him just blatantly imitating like Draco the Ruler's expressions, his cadence, while standing over the memorial for Draco the Ruler, while also depicting the exact series of events that led to his death. The part that really gives it away when he was like, yo, ghetto child, Black and Miles with the Smirnoffs. That sounds like a random bar. That sounds like a throwaway. That's not a throwaway bar. No. That right there tells you exactly who he's talking about.
Keep the snakes from around me, don't like Judas is around. Smoking on Zod, we don't do the Black and Miles. I ain't worried about my outfit, the type still drunk on Smirnoff.
Ralphie the Plug on the freestyle with Draco says, all.
Like, I'm gonna give it to Flakko on this one, bro. Where you randomly just start coming out of nowhere talk about Smirnoff and Black and Miles, like it didn't make no sense. It was a bar that would have went over your head because it didn't really have much credence to it. But when you actually take what Flakko's saying and put it together with, I'm jagging it. My boy.
Our ops be drunk off Smirnoffs. Those are our enemies, right? Like they weirdos, they bozos. They be drunk off Smirnoffs. Then Ralphie the Plug also says, we be smoking Zaza. They be smoking Black and Miles. Then Kendrick Lamar comes and says, ghetto child, Black and Miles with the Smirnoffs. That's not random, bruh. Ralphie says, our ops be drunk off Smirnoffs. Kendrick Lamar says, yeah, we ghetto childs. We off the Smirnoff. AKA, yeah, we the ops. Yeah, like we your op. This dude is, I'll be real, bruh. Sitting back and actually seeing like, cause I found so many more examples, but I'm saving it for another video. This is gonna be a part 2 and a part 3. Y'all are really gonna see like how many shots Kendrick Lamar took at Draco the Ruler during the gym.
Now I'm looking forward to that, man. If you could come with more factuals like that, if you could bring more factuals like what you just bought just now, my boy, I'm fucking with that. I think that'll be lit, man. I definitely want to see what that's about, my boy, because you kind of walked on that right there. I was doubting you at first, but you kind of walked.
The next album.
I ain't gonna cap.
But really going through this and breaking this down, you start to really understand how slick Kendrick Lamar is. And it's low-key kind of genius. Like, this dude have so much references, so much sneak shots and sneak disses. These were just like the two most like blatant and just flagrant and just obvious examples. Obviously, bruh. Right? While dissing Draco the Ruler in his memorial, he ties all back in by letting us know, yo, we their ops because, yeah, we be off the Black and Milds and the Smirnoffs.
Right.
Because they said their ops be all man, all right, man. Yo, y'all let me know in the comments section. We got so much more, bro. Yo, I honestly think that Kendrick Lamar's motivation here isn't even the obvious, which is he's a blood, he's teamed up with other bloods didn't like Draco the Ruler. I think this was a way to get back at Draco the Ruler.
It ain't not all bloods. It ain't all bloods didn't like Draco the Ruler. It was certain bloods, nigga. Inglewood family, and again, I guess YG and them niggas, man.
Right. That ties into other records and other songs that we're gonna break down a little later, probably tomorrow. But you know, just for not video to be too much longer, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Was Kendrick Lamar dissing Draco the Ruler on GNX? Clearly and obviously. Let me know, okay?
Nah, I'm rocking with it, bro. I ain't even gonna go against Flakko on this one because he coming with his backup reasons and all that. For me, he coming with his sauce. He coming with his shit. So I can't even say that. I can't even, you know what I mean? Yeah, 88. What's the word, 88? Let me lick a gunshot for you, my boy. Hey, let me pull that all the way back. Pause. How we feeling tonight, 88? What's the word, my boy? How you living? How you living, gang, gang? We got my shunny in the chat. Yo, Flakko talking some shit right now, bro. I fake believe him. I fake believe what Flakko talking, man. I'm fake feeling what Flakko putting down right there. I ain't gonna lie. I'm fake feeling what my son putting down right there. Yo, what's the next, man? We got more. Let's get to the next topics, man. We here. We on this. I'm about to crack a Celsius, nigga. We about to be on here for a little bit, man. We gonna get it in tonight. I'm about to crack a Celsius. Yo, what's this? Joe Budden podcast co-host Mona. Heated argument in Philly. Hood almost goes left. He said, it's on site with me and Flakko. Nah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Flakko just made a point. If you peeped that last video, if you was tapped in for that last video, Flakko just made a good point. I ain't gonna cap though. And we're gonna keep up with what he talking about because he sound like he know what he talking about. Let's see what's up with Mona in this argument, bro. Mona had an argument in the grocery store, bro, in a little poppy spot. You know, the Philly be having them poppy stores. Let me know what y'all think. I was just in Philly, by the way, last weekend. I was just in Philly all weekend. I was there for like 3-4 days. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about this, gang. Tap in with me. We gonna judge this shit. This is Mona from the Joe Budden podcast. She got into an argument with a lady. Niggas is saying she went out sad. Niggas is saying she was tight pussy. Niggas was saying she wasn't talking how she be talking on these podcasts and all that when she was at the store and all that. They like, yo, you not like that in the hood though. You like that on the net, but you not like that on the hood. In the hood, you be hitting the net for some love. You a tennis ball. You know what I'm saying? That's what they try to say. So let's tap it real quick. See what niggas talking about. Mary! Mary, how we feeling tonight, girlie? Let me lick a gunshot for ya. Mary, can I lick a gunshot for ya? Let me lick one more. Headshot for these niggas, man. Shout out to you, Mary. What's up, my girl? Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Hope you doing good. You know what I'm saying? We got my guy 88 on here. We got my girlie Mary in here. You know what I'm saying? Where's Charmaine at, man? Where's Shaw? We need the whole crew together. We need my son David here tonight. We need everybody under the sun to pop out. We rocking out tonight.
Boy, here we go, you guys. How much money is enough money for you to never go to the hood again? If you're making well over $1 million a year, you got your own podcast and platform, you're doing comedy.
Who says she making $1 million a year? Niggas just be guessing. We don't know they making $1 million a year. Nigga, Joe Budden making $20 million a year. That don't mean they making $1 million a year. Nigga, what the fuck? Where you get the $1 million a year from? And she a rookie podcast. Like, she just got on the show.
Boy, here we go, you guys. How much money is enough money for you to never go to the hood again? If you're making well over $1 million a year, you got your own podcast and platform, you're doing comedy shows every single weekend in different states. Oh, and yeah, you just happen to be on the #1 hip-hop podcast, making somebody's salary in 1 week. Would you ever make it out to the hood, to the poppy store, just to get yourself something to eat or drink? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one is absolutely baffling. Fresh out of the BBL table from a doctor in DR, Mona was caught in Philly having an argument with somebody. Now, this was not just any old regular argument. There was some cursing being done, some yelling in faces, some shoving, and also some threats being made. It was like she out. So a Facebook user by the name of Anisha Penn recorded Mona while she was having.
Is that Mona? Don't call me white girl. Yeah, how they talk when that mic be in front of your mouth is not how you give it up in person, honey. That's how they be talking.
An argument in front of the poppy store with somebody. Here it is.
Don't kick me, Carmella.
I'm very kicking with Facebook talking. Yeah, let you know when you still seeing her coming in there talking shit. What I say to you? What did you do? What is this? What the hell can I do? Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Yeah, ain't no press. Don't do that. What is that?
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, she pressing lines. Oh, you can see Mona just got her body done. It still look nasty though. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these chicks be getting their body done and shit still look a hit, nigga. Week, 7 days, nigga. But anyway, Shorty just definitely pressed up on her, showed her exactly what she did, said, what would you do if like, not saying Mona should have swung on Shorty, cause she got something to lose. I'm starting to learn in life. When you got something to lose, you gotta let niggas have it, man. You gotta let niggas who gonna go home miserable have it anyway, bro. Like, I'd rather you go home feeling like you got the one up on me, and me go home to actually pursuing goals and shit that I'm trying to do. Like, you got it, my nigga. You can have that. Go ahead. I guess that's how Mona was feeling today. But I ain't gonna lie, she definitely don't talk like this on the net.
Let you know when you still seeing her coming in there talking shit. What I say to you? What did you do? What is this? What the hell can I do? Oh, what is
Walked up to her, bumped her. What is this? What is that? I ain't gonna lie, this type of shit get a nigga smoked in the hood. Get your fucking top pop, nigga. What my nigga Hassan Campbell used to be saying, nigga? Get your fucking, what he be saying? What that nigga be saying? I forgot. That's Hassan Campbell be saying. Yeah, is Hassan Campbell still on YouTube?
What is that? What is that? Yeah, ain't no press. Don't do that. What is that? Respect. Right, they all tell you that. You hate what you did.
Don't get your snot box rocked. Your snot box rocked. That's what Hassan be saying.
You knew what you did. If I did that to you,
oh, and kicked out the store. Nah, gangster. Bro, bullied her and then kicked out the store. Bitch, you can't come in.
Yeah, let you know when you still seeing her coming in there talking shit. What I say to you? What did you do? What is this? What the hell can I do? Oh, what is that? What is that? Yeah, ain't no press. Don't do that. What is that? Respect. Right, they all tell you that. You hate what you did. You knew what you did. If I did that to you,
look. She tried to walk in before, in fact, Snapbox. She tried to walk in behind Shorty. This ain't Shorty's store, by the way. Shorty is a customer, a paying customer, a paying Patreon, just like Mona. But she slammed the door on Shorty like, fuck going on here?
Hey, yo.
Why I can't come in?
Come on, battery.
I'm not trying to fight you. I cannot break it. I'm trying to get some other store. Why are you even just getting up this back? What the fuck is happening?
Man, peace, man. I come in peace. We should come in peace. We should be fighting the crackers in the mother.
You out. Let me call you for you, dog. Let me call you for you. Now you just said it, bitch. You said it. What the fuck you talking about? Come on, you just said you doing. You keep on talking. What is wrong with you? Nothing wrong here. Why did I get my shit? Why are you still coming talking to me. Go about your business.
I was talking to him.
Go to your business.
Let me alone.
Yo, my long God. Why are you still?
Now, first off, Mona, you are fresh off of the BBL table. You gotta go sit down and heal that BBL, girl. And secondly, can somebody please let Mona know there's something called DoorDash and Uber Eats. These are delivery apps that get you your food right to your door. You don't gotta leave.
88, you know the subs in this spot gotta be amazing, nigga. Any spot where they fighting in there like this, even if they ain't fighting over the food, nigga. If they fighting like this, nigga, cats and dogs, the food is amazing, nigga.
Your house, you don't gotta have arguments with people that's not in your tax brackets. Third, doesn't Mona live in New Jersey? If you guys listen to the podcast, I could have swore that Mona said that she moved to Jersey. So why the fuck was you in Philly for? Fourth, Mona, you make way too much money to be around people like this. People that want to do nothing but trick you at your spot. I know everybody's going to get on Mona, calling her soft, saying this is a whole different person from what we hear on the podcast. But you gotta imagine Mona having this argument with this girl, knowing damn well she was waiting on Mona to put hands on her just so she could have a lawsuit. So listen, to me, I'm going to give her a pass.
Like
Mona absolutely did the right thing here. If she gets into a fight, she starts scrapping with this lady, everybody's going.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That bitch wanted to fight. That bitch wasn't waiting for Mona to hit her so she could sue and none of that other shit. That's lies right there. That bitch right there wanted to fight, gang. We not even gonna act like that. You feel me? We not gonna act like that. That bitch wanted to fight. Give me a minute. I'm working on the camera. We gonna rock out without the camera for now because nigga's battery died. Give me a minute. I'm working on it, though. I'm working on it.
To call her dumb, everybody's going to say, Mona, you just let some random.
Nah, fact, Chicks bugging, man. Chicks' opinion stay wrong, nigga. I fuck with Chicks because he be putting out a lot of content, but nigga stay wrong. Nigga stay just saying whatever the fuck he think the mask gonna say. Nigga, nigga, he wrong. She definitely chased the bitch in there. Why would you keep? She should have de-escalated. Shorty de-escalated it once she walked away. Once Shorty walked away from Mona, she de-escalated the situation. You know what I'm saying? It was already de-escalated once she walked away. But you kept following her trying to get your point off and shit because you knew you look pussy. So you wanted to get your point off and shit so the video don't just like look like you got sunned and that was it. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, you got sunned and that was it. It is what it is. You still got, I'm sure your income is a lot higher than this lady. Let her go about her life and take the W. But you going to go about your life and take the W in life.
Them lady off the block trick you at your spot. So for Mona, this is definitely a lose-lose situation. But there's so many questions here, you guys. Why the fuck did you follow that lady into the store? If you guys were arguing and she went inside the store and closed the door on you, that's her way of trying to de-escalate.
Facts. Plus, when the bitch pushed you right here, once the bitch pushed you right here, you should have known she was on timing. When she demonstrated what you did and pushed you, you should have been like, all right, I'm going to leave it alone because I'm not trying to get physical and she already got physical. Look.
Hey, when the hell can I get, when is that?
When Shorty did all that, if you wasn't going to pop it off, like, you should have just left, Mona. I ain't going to lie. Like, you chatting for what? This not a podcast. You out here just running your mouth because you got lips. This not a podcast.
What I say to you? What did you do? What is it? When the hell can I get, when is that? When is that? When is that? Yeah, ain't no problem. Don't do that. When is that? Respect. Right, they'll all tell you that. You know what you did. You knew what you did. If I did that to you, what the fuck?
That part still killed me, dog. Yo, she thought she was walking in the store having a conversation with a friend. Bitch got the door slammed in her face. Mona Forma looks like Jimmy's calves. Her forearm look like my calves. Stop it, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Her forearms look like my calves, nigga. I'm more muscular than Mona, nigga. Hold up. Damn, she do got some forearms on her. I got some, but my forearms bigger than hers though. She got some biceps on her too, nigga. That's fat though.
What the fuck?
Hey. What the fuck? And what you got on your feet? You're not even prepared to fight out here in these Philly streets, shorty. You walking around, you don't even got Crocs on, because I don't see no sports mode in the back of these.
Yo.
Why I can't come in?
Booster. Booster was shit.
I'm not trying to fight you. I cannot work. I'm trying to get.
Look, then go about your business. You heard the bitch say, go about your business.
Look at
this big old, look at all that fat she sucked out of her stomach and put in her butt. And then you got,
man, peace, man. I come in peace. We should come in peace. We should be fighting the crackers in the mouth.
Let me call you for you, dog. Let me call you for you. Now you just said it, bitch. You said it. Fuck you.
Now that bitch wanna fight, nigga. This bitch wanna fight, nigga. She don't like Mona, dog. She got something against Mona. She know who she is and she don't like her.
Talking about.
She all in your face, spitting, yelling and shit. Ain't no way no spit wasn't flying.
That you doing, do it. Fuck you. Let me call you for you. Now you just said it, bitch. You said it.
She on that. She on that with Mona though. She like she ready to flex her shit too. She definitely like she can fight. This is an old bitch right here. This somebody granny. Believe it or not, there's some little nigga running around talking about my granny press Mona. So some little nigga out here talking about my grandma pressed Mona. You know Mona from Joe Budden Podcast? My grandma pressed her on camera. This somebody grandma, bro. This is more than a mother. This is a grandmother in the hood.
What you talking about? You just said you doing it, do it. You keep on talking. What is wrong with you? Nothing wrong here. Why? Can I get my shit? Why are you still coming talking to me? Go about your business.
Why are you coming talking to me? It's facts, bro. Leave that lady alone, man. She mad. She ain't feeling your shit, Mona. All that podcasting ain't gonna help right now.
Go do your business. Yo, my long time. Why are you still?
Now, first off, Mona, you are fresh off of the BBL table. You gotta go sit down and heal that BBL, girl. And secondly, can somebody please let Mona know there's something called DoorDash and Uber Eats? These are delivery apps that...
Or you could have just sent somebody to go to the store for you. Simple. Simple. Could have just sent somebody to the store for your ass. Or even think of that. Let me see how my camera. Let me see my camera situation looking now. All right, we back on the cam. Hold on. Camera, where you at? Camera, how we looking? All right, we back.
And get you your food right to your door. You don't gotta leave your house. You don't gotta have arguments with people that's not in your tax brackets. Third, doesn't Mona live in New Jersey? If you guys listen to the podcast,
you said, look how thick her wrists are. And I see it, but her forearm not bigger than mine though, nigga. What are you talking about? Hold on. You must think I'm some little nigga. You must think I'm some little nigga, bro. Look, without me even flexing my forearm, bro. You must think I'm some little nigga. I ain't skinny. I ain't skinny built, nigga. I'm just 205 pounds. Pussy.
I could have swore that Mona said that she moved to Jersey. So why the fuck would
I'm a little nigga out here, bro. Stop playing
Mona, you make way too much money to be around people like this. People that want to do nothing but trick you at your spot. I know everybody's going...
My mic is mute? My mic is mute, gang? Y'all can't hear me?
To get on Mona, calling her soft, saying this is a whole different person from what we hear on the podcast. But you gotta imagine...
Bigger than me in what way? Like, bro, she's fatter than me? Okay, nigga, what the fuck? I ain't never... Nigga, the fuck? I'm not obese. But you saying her arm is bigger than mine? You saying her forearm bigger than my forearm? No, but it sounds different. Hold on, let me see. We might check 1 2 1 2. Y'all. Is it loud? It's too loud? I hear you, tough guy. It sounds different when the cam came back on. Oh, it must be. It's picking up. Let me turn the sound off on the camera then. Hold on. Shouldn't be hearing me on the camera. Alright, it should be good. It should be good back now. Wait. Hold on. Am I hearing my voice? Is it my voice? Why is doing that? She ain't never did that before. Do the sound bad? Like it sound real bad or what? Let me know. Do it sound OD bad, bro? Huh, Brody? It sound OD bad or what? It sound good? All right, copy.
Imagine Mona having this argument with this girl, knowing damn well.
You said, I hear you, tough guy. Sounds different when the camera came back. Nigga, I'm 200 pounds, bro. You be talking to me like I'm a little nigga. Like, I'm not a little nigga, bro. Like, the fuck? Nigga, I'm goddamn almost 5'10", 5'9.5", arms decent. This ain't me putting it to my side. Arms decent. Like, bro, I be eating, nigga. Like, I'm not small. Son be trying to play me on this shit, man. Like, I'm a little nigga. Mary said, as soon as Mona would have followed me in the store, it would have been a fight. Facts. I put that on everything I love. I'm not 5'7". Word to mother. Word to mommy. Word to mommy. Like, nigga, you're bugging, bro. I'm 5'9.5", nigga, compared to the doctor. The doctor said that, nigga. The doctor measured me. Word. It's a fact. Nah, Mary, I already know you to piece her up because at this point she harassing you, right? At this point she harassing you. After she follows you all around the street, now she walking you in the store. That shit's harassment. You gotta pop that bottle.
She was waiting on Mona to put hands on her.
He said, I'm going to look up your mugshot. Go ahead, nigga. It's gonna say 5'9" probably. 5'9". It's probably what it's gonna say.
Just so she could have.
It's crazy how niggas think I'm a liar. Like, niggas really, like, why would I lie and say that I'm not 5'9", bro? Like, what the fuck I gotta lie? Yo, you wanna see my ID? I would show you my ID, but it got mad information on that bitch. Mad other information, you know what I'm saying? I would show you, nigga.
Have a lawsuit. So, listen, to me, I'm going to give her a pass. Mona absolutely did the right thing here. If she gets into a fight, she starts scrapping with this lady, everybody's going to call her dumb.
Alright, let's move on, man. What they saying about DJ Academics? Oh, wait, hold on. Adam 22. Oh, Adam 22 exposed that he was mad. Adam 22 exposed that he's actually upset. And he hold a little bit of a grudge. He wished that he'd assigned Flakko to like a slave contract. Like, he basically said it. Like, Adam 22, like, yo, listen, man. Shout out to Flakko. He my most successful worker that left and did his thing. But low key, I wished I would assign him to where like I own his content. Like, he got to post for no jumper. Like, that's basically what he said. Y'all don't believe me? Just watch.
Flakko, and this is not I'm not shitting on Flakko. I'm not bagging on him. But fat, stuttering, not the most attractive or whatever, not like the geared up guy or whatever. How do you see that as an investment? Like, oh shit, I need to bring this dude.
Right.
That's, to me, is a skill. Like, you saw that guy, and I'm not talking about people that stutter or fat people, but it's just like, how did you see that in that?
That word YouTube family, man. Y'all already know the scope and what the lick read, of course.
Shout out to my nigga Cliff, aka Keyboard Gangster, man.
Did who real different. Because a lot of people don't really know where you got Poetic Flakko from. People know that Flakko did that nature, but how did Adam 22 discover Poetic Flakko?
Let's say that you have that a lot of people may not give credit for is, okay, how did you find Flakko? Not yet, don't tell me yet. I still have Flakko, and this is not I'm not shitting on Flakko. I'm not bagging on him, but fat, stuttering, not the most attractive or whatever, not like the geared up guy or whatever. How do you see that as an investment? Like, oh shit, I need to bring this dude.
Right.
That's, to me, is a skill. Like, you saw that guy, and I'm not talking about people that stutter or fat people, But it's just like, how did you see that in that?
So I actually, just as you said that, I kind of had a realization, which is that I made the same mistake with Flakko that I made with my wife, which is when I met my wife, one of the things I told her is I was like, look, I could turn you into a superstar on YouTube. I'm like, we're going to make YouTube videos of you just talking about different topics and you can blow up off of it. And I was kind of right, because she was doing really, really good views on YouTube, especially at first back then. But what I should have said was, I'm going to be your OnlyFans manager.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take my 20%.
The nigga wishes he was his wife's OnlyFans manager. This nigga's something, boy.
Because she probably never made 10 grand in a month on YouTube. Like, it was just...
what was she doing?
Talking about whatever, talking about her life, making little vlogs about her life, talking about different topics or whatever. And she was like super nervous to do it at first. But, you know, I saw her and I knew she had potential, but I signed her for the wrong thing. I did the same thing with Flakko, where he sent me a DM and he said, because he had paid for like a networking course where they basically like gave you advice and suggestions on how you could, you know, start working with people that you respect or aim to work with or whatever. And so he sent me a DM and I read the DM and it was just kind of convincing of being like, hey, I'm a up and coming YouTuber. I do this, and this. And I went and watched one of his videos and it was kind of the same thing that he's doing now, except it was faceless and he was just talking about, I forget, some random street beef or some shit. And I just was like, damn, this guy's kind of good. Like, he's good at this shit. Like, I want to bring him out here and get to meet him and shit. So I flew him out, thought he was cool, saw his potential. In retrospect, instead of trying to turn him into a podcaster, I should have just been like, listen, what you're doing with these news style videos, I want you to bring that to No Jumper and like interject our community into it too. So maybe like, you know, in retrospect, this is what I would have done. Is said like, you make the video and then like I'll commentate on it and we'll have AD commentate on it and we'll like make these videos that are sort of like No Jumper branded, but are like embracing the fact that we have like a team and you could do the research and shit like that. Instead, I fucking flew him out, thought he was cool, liked him as a person, but then like as a podcaster, I don't think that's a strong suit. You know, the stutter obviously is part of it, but
the commentary
it was like
is
pretty quickly when he moved out, we just all realized how crazy he was.
What do you mean?
Wait. He there was like a stream on AD's shit actually when he first moved out where they sort of realized that he had like a girlfriend that he had sent her like 50 grand and they hadn't had sex yet.
Oh fuck.
And everybody, I don't think I was on that stream. Maybe I was on the stream, I forget, but like that just blew our fucking minds.
Jaw dropping, like, wait, what?
Yeah, we're like, oh, this is a simp in real life. And I think things didn't work out that well with that.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, but it was just like that realization and like so many other little things at that time were just like, yo, this is like one of the craziest dudes I've ever met in my whole life. And it was dope. But I still, looking back on it, I just kind of wish that I had like, you know, I wish I had like signed him for the other thing, right? Like kind of embraced what he had.
Nah, Adam got some shit about him, y'all. Trust me, I told y'all this shit a year ago. However long I've been streaming, I told y'all this when I first started streaming, and we started reacting to Adam live, bro. Watching this nigga. When I'm watching this nigga, bro, I tell you, he got some shit about him, bro. There's some shit about this nigga I can't put my finger on, but like I hate to use them words that bitches be using when they get mad at you, but they really don't know what it mean. But like he do got this like narcissist type outlook on life. Like, you know what I mean? I fuck with Adam and his business acumen and the fact that he content over everything, even though I couldn't be as content over everything as him, which is why he's way more, you know what I mean? It's why he found mad success online and shit like that. But it's some shit about this nigga, dog. Like, he ain't right in the head to me, bro. Like, he ain't right in the head. He be knowing when he wrong, too. It's like he almost know when he be wrong, but he would never admit it. Like, not in this scenario right here. In this scenario right here is real. It is real me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry if you're a father. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day, everybody. That's a fact. If we got any 88, Happy Father's Day to you, because I know you a dad. Happy Father's Day to everybody else in the chat, man. Come on, man. Shout out to y'all.
Already been doing. But also, I think.
But it's like, look, he did a good thing for Flakko, right? But instead of him taking that good thing and being like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, man, yo, I'm proud of what I was able to do for Flakko. Look where he at now. He damn near saying, man, I wish I did it like this, man. Fuck that nigga and his success. I need that nigga to be on my team. I need that to be a part of my business, because what the fuck did I do that for?
He probably would have got sick of, or he probably would have wanted to just like focus on his own channel as time went by, because that's one thing with Flakko is that I don't think he's like physically capable of really like working for somebody else. Like maybe he could be on like a consistent podcast or whatever, sure, but I don't think that like as far as what he does with YouTube, he's so focused on it that I don't think he could like split his time between doing that and then doing something for some other company.
Hey man, they say success is when opportunity meets preparation, man. And that sounds like Poetic Flakko was very prepared for that opportunity whenever it did present itself. Now, that's some good game that Adam22 said that Poetic Flakko gave, because I didn't know nothing about no networking, social networking, building web. You feel me? So
I've heard of people that sell courses and shit like that. I never bought a course though, but I be hearing that niggas be selling courses how to be successful on YouTube though. Now Flakko fake selling courses, but I heard I heard it ain't a real course.
So it sounded like he didn't discover Poetic Flakko in the same manner that he discovered everybody else. Poetic Flakko actually inquired for the job, and he had all the tools to get the position filled. You feel me? He just needed a little buffering and a little tightening up, and a little, you know what I'm saying, a little rough around the edges. He just needed to be curved out a little bit. But eventually, he became one of the top earners that ever worked in No Jumper. If we gonna all keep it all 100, we just got to keep it a beam. Man made $140,000 last week or last month.
$140,000 last month, man. Shout out to Flakko, bro. I can't hate on that man, bro. Like all the negative things I could say about him, I just find myself saying shout out to that nigga for putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Like you could talk about how musty he was, or he probably still musty. So what? He looked good on his camera. You know what I mean? You can say what you want about the nigga Flakko, but bro, the nigga's busting out 150 thou wow, 140 thou wow a month, nigga. That's all of our goal. That's everybody goal. Everybody trying to make 100,000 a month. Like, come on, nigga. That's $1 million plus a year. Come on, man. We all trying to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's a goofy. He's a goofy. He got goofy ways. Some of his takes is goofy. I'm starting to fuck with some of his takes sometimes. Yes, he's a goofy. But the nigga is a hustler. And I'm never mad at a hustler, bro. I'm never mad at a hustler, gang. Never. At the end of the day, if you making $100,000 a month, I could learn something from you, partner. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy work, bro.
It's a lot of money.
You know what I'm saying? Especially with the contrast. Remembering when Flakko first came to No Jumper, people talked about him, called his hair nappy. You feel me? Said he couldn't dress. Said he was musty. All that. They tried to clown him. Said he was a simp, like as Adam just said. They tried to clown him. But the tide turned when he showed them that YouTube dashboard.
Right. The nigga doing millions of views. Like, every video he dropped, damn near hitting 100K at this point. But that's that grind, though. Son been doing this shit, like, 5 years locked in, 4 or 5 years locked in, like, every day dropping multiple. You gotta respect that shit, bro. He made this shit his life. These videos is his life, like. Excuse me.
And back then, it probably would number like a good 15,000, 16,000 in the midst of individuals who worked there who couldn't even make $4,000, $5,000 on their own from their own channel at that time. You know, Munchie and all them dudes, they doing their thing. They making some bread, but at that time, them niggas weren't making no money on their own, bro. Poetic Flakko was like the only one doing that. So, you know, that's when the tide changed. That's when people started showing respect to Flakko. Now here it is today. We get the origin story. You know, so y'all jump in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel about this.
Nah, this was a good one, man. This was a good one. Shout out to Cliff for watching that podcast that I wasn't gonna watch and pulling out this little section, cause you know what I'm saying. That's a good take, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with Young and Hefe, man? Young and Hefe, what's up with son, man? Young and Hefe, he locked up still, right? I got another topic on our shit for us too, but let's see what's up with this Young and Hefe shit though. They just hollered at me. This is why Baby Shooter was robbed for $6,000 earrings and called police for help. Baby shooter gets violated by 4 O's from 4 rolling 40s LA County Jail. Now we don't give a fuck about that. Let's see what Young Ain't Hefe is.
87, 67. Late out when they see you niggas top in Ferraris.
Remember what the text say. Make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe because it don't cost you nothing.
My son doing content from jail, gang.
Press that button, and if you ring that notification bell,
this call is being recorded.
I'ma bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's Hot Topics with your boy Young and Hefe, and I'm here to deliver you another.
Nah, we not about to listen to a nigga in jail give us a whole breakdown video. Fuck it, we is. Let's go.
The one like the other one. The recipient of Hot Topics, man, is this baby shooter situation. So I'm back at y'all with updates on.
Nigga, 88 said this guy's dumb as the rest. Yeah, he locked up doing content, bro. Nigga, don't do that though, cause God forbid, niggas book me, nigga, and I got an opportunity to do content from jail, nigga. You better believe this page is gonna be putting out content still, nigga. You better believe, nigga. What else I got to do? Nigga, I'm locked up. Nigga, I can't go knock on doors. Nigga ain't gonna make money, nigga. You better believe I'm putting out, nigga, I might put out 20 videos a day. I'm locked up. I ain't got shit else to do. Niggas better keep my books paid so I can make content. Nigga said, why he doing this from the jail phone, man? What the fuck? Bro, you gotta hustle, though. 88, you gotta hustle, gang.
Baby shooter situation. So, yesterday night, I had dropped the recording on Baby Shooter, right? And what happened in his module and whatnot. Now, like I said, when I first heard about the situation, you know, I was conflicted by it as well as, you know what I'm saying, in a political stance, you know what I'm saying, on this situation. Because these type of situations, you know what I'm saying, can go further, and then, you know, when questions is being asked, like, well, what happened?
At least get a cell phone. Yeah, I know. Getting a cell phone is like the ideal situation, but you know, niggas gonna come confiscate that once your page start popping anyway. They gonna be like, hold the fuck up. But how this nigga Baby be brazy? How that Baby be brazy nigga always recording in his cell, bro? It's like that nigga, he stick his cell phone the furthest up his cheeks that even when he go through the metal machine, nigga, they can't sense that shit. That's how far up his hiney the shit is. The fucking cell phone, nigga got an iPhone 12 shoved all the way up to his goddamn abdomen. Nigga shoved the fucking cell phone, iPhone 12 up his abdomen, boy. How the fuck that nigga always got a cell phone, bro? It's no way. That nigga hiney is deep. Pause.
Who was over there, you know what I'm saying? It can go elsewhere. Now,
cause how else you think these niggas is smuggling phones and shit, nigga? Right up the, you know where, nigga. Right up the trap chute. Right up the poop chute.
However, I had played this recording, you know what I'm saying, for one of the shooter homies, and it was just, you know, like I said, pretty much like, man, it's all bad, you know what I'm saying, he did fuck, blah, 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 but I was still, you know, trying to holler at them, like, look, I gotta go investigate this situation and see what's going on, you feel me, and just, you know, make sure that he didn't get the bad end of the stick, or whatever the case may be. And, you know, my guy was like, man, look, man, it's just too much, you know, there's always situations with him, you know, he has been through a couple of DPs, man, and it's just, you know, we tired of fictitious act, you know, it's like, he don't know if he want to be a pop star, or he want to be, you know what I'm saying, a gang star, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, he conflicted with the two, you feel me? And, you know, people would just get tired of that. Definitely people who really live that lifestyle and see that, you know, you are faking and or acting, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, you know, it might not be a shooter no more, you feel me? Like some people do grow out of stuff, you know, it might not be a shooter no more, you know. Shooter might have, you know, hit a few licks, touch some cash, and, you know, might have had a different input and outlook on life, you know, and just, you know, want to make it to the top. Now, however, although, you know, I dropped that recording and all the stuff, you know what I'm saying, based on what the homie said, I still had to make sure everything was everything. So, this morning, you feel me, you know, we got right down to business, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, 88, you ain't fucking lying, bro. You right. The nigga 88 in the chat said, man, this nigga in jail for a DP, but talking about a DP on a Fed phone. What the fuck? You right, bro. you should probably not even you should probably just limit the topics you talk about, my nigga. Like, and you talking jail shit. You in jail talking jail shit, communicating it to the outside. Like, shit different. This shit different.
And so, you know, I was gonna try to make my way down to.
Bro, only in LA County you got niggas vlogging from jail, bro. Only in LA, like the West Coast, something different, my nigga.
The tier that, you know what I'm saying, he was on.
Something different.
The situation happened on being is right behind me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even have to do that because one of the corporates, one of the dudes responsible, you know what I'm saying, happened to slide.
One of the corporates. Nigga said one of the corporates. Nigga meant one of the culprits.
Up to my
Nigga still talk retarded. Nigga in jail ain't pick up not one book. All he doing is vlogging. My son ain't pick up no books. Still fucked up. Still got his verbiage fucked up.
It's right behind me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even have to do that because one of the corporates, one of the dudes responsible.
One of the corporates
happened to slide up to my tier, you feel me? And you know, as soon as I seen him, you know, I stopped him. Like, hey, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? And this happened to be E-White, you know what I'm saying, from Rolling 30s from Harlem. So I didn't originally hear his name. The only name we was hearing was 4.0. That's why 4.0 was in the title. But, you know, early this morning, E-White come up here and, you know, I'm hearing talking about the situation to some other guys, you know, who really don't deal with shooting. So,
bro, I don't know if this is like good. He's saying names and shit. Like, these are the niggas who poke baby shooter up, but you saying their names?
as soon as he came on the tier and came by my cell, I stopped him. Hey, what's up? So, you know, he introduced himself, being that I was on the tier with E-White before, but we had never spoke. So, you know, he like, oh, what's up, man? You know, I'm E-White, you go from 30s. I'm like, I know exactly who you is, you feel me? We was on the tier over there, you know what I'm saying? We just never spoke. So, after introducing ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, bro, what happened with the homie? I'm like, bro, you know, y'all tripping? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all on? So, E-White was like, no, you know, we ain't tripping like that, but you know, we are young dudes, you feel me? And you know what I'm saying? Like, Shooter's a young dude, and you know, he came through, you know what I'm saying? And we just wanted things from him, you know? He's somebody that be out there on the streets, you know, promoting the smoke, you know what I'm saying? Dissing people's hoods and acting like he on that. And we just feel like he's not on that, you know what I'm saying? And this is not his first time in the county jail, you know what I'm saying? So they like, you know, he was in the county jail back some months ago before he got out, and you know, he was letting, you know, his homies and y'all homies get ran, you know what I'm saying? He was in dorms where they was lining his homies up and he was playing sleep. So I'm like, you know, okay, regardless of that, what happened with this matter? So he like, basically, Baby Shooter came on the tier, you know what I'm saying? Fresh from the streets, I guess he was over there about 2-3 days or whatever the case may be. And they pulled down on Shooter.
Hey, yo, y'all fuck with that Mike Tyson? Y'all fuck with that Mike Tyson game? It's Tyson gas is type, alright, I fuck with it, it's alright. It ain't the best tasting bud, but it do get you fried, and then be having a coffee.
You know what I'm saying? E-White and 4.0. They pulled down on Shooter and basically told him, like, hey, look, bro, you got fans, you know what I'm saying? And Shooter was like, man, what y'all mean, bro? I ain't even know that. They like, look, bro, you got 2 fans. After you get your 2 fans out the way, bro, we crippin', you know what I'm saying? Everything good. Shooter obligated. No, man, come on, bro. Like, I'm not even on that, bro. Like, bro, I be on this music, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's them young dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, man, bro. I'm not on none of that, bro. You know, I'm trying to kick it, bro. I'm just on a little violation passing through. So they like, what? They like, man, look, bro. We ain't have people look your Instagram account up.
This call is being recorded.
Your Instagram account is disrespectful in the bio. You know, you talking about, oh, killer this and oh, killer that. So it's just like, you know, if you're standing on that, you know, we just want some fades. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you can't be in there pleading. You on that, nigga. You can't be out here on that. Then you get behind the wall and you like, oh yeah, I'm just passing through, bro. You know, I don't need no fades. Nigga, what? The fuck? You in here sound like a bitch when you mad gangster on the streets?
That's all we asking for. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 fans. And he would not fight them dudes. He basically told them no and was trying to say that Tony Touche from Fo Trey was his cousin. And they was questioning him about some other matters, and then they said they questioned him about being a snitch or whatever. And they was like, you know, that they brought the case that they was talking about. They was like, he was like, oh no, bro, I didn't tell on that case. You know what I'm saying? So they were like, well, what case did you tell on? You told me you ain't tell on this when you told on the case before. So it just seemed like he was being placed in a a bunch of trick bags once they smelled that, you know what I'm saying, it was right, you know what I'm saying, and that he wasn't gonna fight, you know what I'm saying, so they masked the gas on him, you know what I'm saying, they was like, you know, bro, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying, packed him out, ain't nobody ever pulled no weapons on him, or anything like that, bro. We was just in that cell with him having a talk and trying to get him to squabble, and he didn't want to do it, you know what I'm saying, so from there, that's when we went for the gusto, put him on the phone, had him explaining himself every which way, you know what I'm saying, and then after that, you know, I guess the police, right, was passing by on the tier, and they said that basically, man, the man got up on the gate. Oh, before he got up on the gate, I guess, you know, they made him strip out his stuff, you know what I'm saying, strip out his $6,000 earrings. He had some flower earrings in his ear that he said was worth $6,000. I don't know, they could have been $3,000, $2,000, whatever the case may be, but you...
Like, nigga, what the fuck? You got an appraiser in there? I got a motherfucking jewelry appraiser behind the wall, nigga. How we know it's $6,000, nigga? Like, just say they robbed him for his jewels, nigga. It just sound better for the title. $6,000. Like, fuck. Niggas got, nigga, they got a jewelry tester in there, gang. Diamond tester and everything.
He said the worth was at $6,000. So, you know what I'm saying? They took the earrings, made him take the earrings out, and all that, you feel me? And all he had to do was fight. All he had to do was fight. 2 head-ups, you know what I'm saying? It would have been easy and walk in the park. He would have still been over there kicking it. He would have still had the flower earrings in his hair. But being that he didn't want to fight, they mashed the gas on him as they should have. You know what I'm saying? And took his stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it goes, you know what I'm saying? You can't beat a sheep, you know what I'm saying, in wolf clothing, you know what I'm saying? My people still gonna smell the sheep up under, you know what I'm saying? Definitely gonna smell it up under. So that was the situation right there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you said with his hands.
Assessment is correct that he did book, and you know that could be, you know, I don't know, just depending on who's politicking it, and like, you know, how much, you know, palavra, you know what I'm saying, juice this man got, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, but definitely turned 2 fades down when all he had to do was fight, you know, with no weapon, anything, they didn't gang up on him, you know, I hear people in the comments talking about, oh, you a gangster, you supposed to help them. No, if you're on the tier and you're right there for the situation, of course, but if I'm not there, how the hell can you help a place that you're not at, you know what I'm saying, and then you don't help nobody that does buster activity. I don't care if it's...
Yeah, he talking like he never want to get out. I ain't gonna lie, and Hefe talking like in this, the way he doing his commentary, super gang banged up, super like on the opposing side, like, yeah, this jail life shit, this jail life shit. You ain't even been to court yet, bro. When you go to court, they gonna be like, man, this ain't nothing new for Hefe. He in here vlogging, he in here chilling, like, this ain't nothing new for Hefe. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Charmaine, welcome to the chat, girlie. Charmaine, let me lick a shot for y'all. How we feeling tonight, girlie? What's that word? How we feeling, Charmaine? Hope all is well, girlie. Yeah, he bugging. He on a jail phone call like this, like, bro, when he go to court, they gonna bring up all this shit, man. This nigga in here chilling, bro. He here politicking. He in here keeping everybody in the streets updated. He doing more vlogging now that he in jail than he was on the street, because now he got the inside scoop, because he in here bringing all the jail stories to the street. Like, this nigga ain't Hefe comfortable. That's what they gonna say when he go to court, gang. And he in there for a body, like a murder. 187, nigga.
One of your homies, whoever.
Getting this, nigga, what my nigga, Campbell say? Hassan Campbell, nigga, snot box, right, nigga. He in there for rocking a nigga snot box, allegedly.
If your homie come up in jail and he's offered some things and he don't take them, that counts as buster activity. And then if
they're gonna be like, Aunt Hefe just last week was discussing how it's gang protocol when you arrive in the dorm to take 2 fades. Aunt Hefe explained that he has done this several times. It's protocol, and he let everyone in the streets know that if you don't take your 2 fades, you are what they call a buster. Like, that's how they gonna be talking about this thing.
I can't be mad. They was talking about, yeah, that's my homie. Y'all got my homie and this and that. Like, no, homie should have called fades, and he didn't catch.
He said, quoting Aunt Hefe, The homie should have caught his fades.
And he trying to play off on a little prop of, you know, social media and things that's going on and stuff like that. And the dudes wasn't feeling it. And these same dudes, man, too, as well, man, they want to get their video to T Grizzly, man. They said they want T Grizzly to send that bread. You know what I'm saying? They got, you know what I'm saying, on the boy head top, and, you know, he got up out of there. The funniest thing out of this whole thing was they said after they stripped him of everything, it was a police walking down the pier, and he stopped the police like, hey, like, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta get up out of here, man. I can't be here. These dudes tripping. So the police started laughing and was about to walk off. He like, hey, no, help. Like, man, look, you playing, man. Like, I can't be in here. I'm telling you, these dudes tripping on the dead homies. Ooh, ooh. So, you know, from there, the police like, oh, this dude's serious. The police, you know what I'm saying, told
Police laughed at him.
The other dude to hit the gate and let him out. And, you know, he ended up in the other module, you know, across from us. And those dudes came over here yesterday as well. It was inquiring, you know, was he straight? You know, then he just had some fades, and then.
Yo, my son and Hefe just said, fuck it, bro. Like, it is what it is, man. Like, and Hefe just said, fuck it, bro. It is what it is, bro. Niggas got me up in this shit. Like, I might have to fight this shit for a good 5. I'm not about to sit up in here for the next 5 until I go to court. It just be quiet, not make no money. I don't know. But he could definitely do his commentary, but do it in a way that it's not gonna be used against him in court. Like, he just too gang banged out. He too, and then you in there for a DP, like performing a gang activity DP, and all you talk about on the phone is gang activity and what you think your take on this gang activity, and all your takes is like, nah, nigga, he should have caught them fades, nigga. Nah, nigga, if I was in that situation, you know, I regulate. You know what I mean? Like, it just ain't gonna be good in court, my boy. It ain't.
Came over there, or, you know, then he rolled it up, and it was.
This call is being recorded.
And told that he rolled it up. I don't know how this is gonna turn or play out, but that is the situation right there. And they saying that on top of that, he called his mother and reported what was going on to his mother. With that being said, I'm gonna conclude this there. It's your boy, Young and Hefe. Don't care about it.
He don't care about nothing but what the check say. That's why he vlogging from motherfucking jail, gang. He don't care about nothing but what the check say, gang. He got that motherfucking check got to say something, gang. As long as that check saying what he got to say, man, my son is out here. What's this? DJ Academics War on Hip Hop Media. Y'all want to react to this? Or should we get into something else? Let's see. Let's get into something else real quick. Let's see what's popping on the homepage. Give me some topics, gang. Drop some topics for me, gang. What we talking about, like, what niggas fucking with? What we got going on, man? I know there's been a lot of topics I don't failed to speak on because I've been a little MIA. What's up? Give me some topics. What we talking about? What y'all want to do? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to talk about No Jumper selling 26 tickets to their live show? Let's listen to this. Adam 22. No Jumper sells 26 tickets. No Jumper sells 26 tickets to live show. Oh, we got community reacting to it. Oh,
YouTube. The back reality checks on exactly how you guys. Adam 22 has been getting back-to-back reality checks on exactly how people feel about him and his platform No Jumper. Now first, it was the fake divorce that he tried to pull off with his wife Lena a couple weeks ago. Nobody felt bad for him. Nobody showed him any sympathy. As a matter of fact, it was the opposite. People actually laughed at him and told him that's exactly what he gets. And now fast forward 2 weeks later, Adam 22 just canceled his No Jumper live show, all because of...
Mary said, I haven't been online. Me neither, girly. 88 said, yeah, 26, my boy. That's crazy, gang. I don't understand that. Like, these niggas got millions of subscribers. Something off.
low ticket sales. That's right, you guys. Adam 22 was literally selling 1 ticket per day to his live show. Now, Adam eventually tried everything he could to possibly salvage the show. He added more people. There was going to be a boxing match between him and 4 Extra. He was gonna give out weed to everybody that showed up to the show. But unfortunately for Adam, none of those events or things he said was going to happen moved the needle. After promoting the live show for a month straight, Adam 22 only sold about 50 tickets to the live show. Yesterday during No Jumper, Adam 22 had to come clean and address the fans. Here's what he said.
For those of you out there who know me, when you saw us doing an Instagram reel of us dancing to promote the live show, if you know me, you might have thought that indicates that this live show is not selling so well. Because really, you know, I probably would have.
Nah, Charmaine, that was fake news. They not divorcing. That was fake news. We knew it. We knew that shit was fake, though. They not divorcing. It's one of us. Allegedly, it's a stalker that filed that divorce.
Preferred to not have to do a TikTok dance. We had sold, I believe, like 30 tickets. Okay. So we do a couple of different.
About 26
reels.
Not quite Drake numbers.
We go out of our way to promote it on the podcast repeatedly. We're hoping that we can see a little bit of motion. It's really not moving too much. I announce that 607 Unk is going to be the headline, or is going to be the opener along with King Yella. Still doesn't really change things. The numbers are looking not great in terms of ticket sales. We announce that Hater World is also going to be added to opening up the podcast. At the same time, we announce that me and 4 Extra are going to be doing our first podcast back together on the live show.
Oh, that's hard. It ain't.
We announced at one point that we're going to be giving away a free 1/8 of weed to everybody who goes to the live podcast. Really, none of this really moved the needle in any meaningful way. Like, and actually this morning I hit up Josh for the count. Where are we at? I think he said we're somewhere around like 45, and that basically the promoter didn't want to, or basically felt like we hadn't sold enough tickets to continue on with this. Now, there was part of me that was like, maybe today we talk about it on this podcast, and maybe that is enough to, get people in motion and like people buy more tickets or whatever. Like, okay, apparently this was not meant to be. It's kind of amazing to me that we could have, thousands of people watching the live shows on any given day, that like everywhere I go, I feel like I'm famous as and people are just coming up to me everywhere we go. And that, we, on the average No Jumper show or whatever, we might have like 100,000 viewers or whatever. And that still somehow those people did not find it exciting, the idea of going to a live show. And one thing that the promoter told us, the person who was like helping us to manage this and everything, is he said, believe me, you're not alone. I guess like the market for the live podcast experience is really not great, and that a lot of these. So I guess that made me feel a little bit of like, okay, I think I'm just gonna cancel it. I thought that we had enough momentum to sell it. Turns out, not so much. So I gotta wear that. I do know a popular narrative is gonna be like, oh well, Spody Face and Munchie left, so that's why it didn't really. As much as I'm a little bit let down, I thought that it was gonna be a good way to sort of galvanize the community and everything.
One thing for sure though, you gotta give it to this nigga though. He be admitting the shit. He be admitting when he going through some shit. 88 said, crazy, shows how much interest there is for No Jumper. I think people just don't give a fuck about going to a live show. Charmaine said academics and his doppelganger are goofy as hell, backtracking after talking all tough before Charlemagne started getting on his neck. Charmaine, we're gonna get to that topic next, man. Shout out to my boy Ack. What's going on with him and his tribe, man? Shout out to that boy Ack. I know he I just seen on Instagram that nigga had a bunch of white girls, I think DR, either a bunch of Dominican joints or a bunch of white girls. They look like white girls to me. I just see my son Act on a boat with a bunch of baddies. He enjoying he enjoying his time in DR right now. I be in DR. I love DR. Charmaine said, who the hell wants to see a live show with them? I know, look at the cast though. Like, yo, when it was Brick Baby and shit like that, like, bro, niggas fuck with Brick Baby. Niggas will come out to see a nigga like Brick Baby. Who's coming to see Lush, Doughboy? Like, bro, get that Doughboy nigga off the fucking cast, bro. Yo, you gotta get that Doughboy nigga off the cast, gang. He gotta go. That nigga is annoying as fuck. He adds no value. Get that nigga off the podcast. That's the first thing to do. Other than that, who they got on it that y'all like? Like, who else is on the podcast y'all fuck with? Like, I really can't think of nobody, honestly. You know what? The Mexican nigga is alright. What's his name? Moose, he alright. I fuck with how he be coming at Adam sometimes. He be having his independent thoughts. You gotta fuck with a nigga who you can tell is actually speaking from what he see and saying what he think. You know what I mean? You gotta fuck with an independent thinker.
Everything. It turns out that the audience is just not really there.
Facts. Do like my girlie Mary said, hit the like button, hit the like button. Come on, if you here, hit the like button. We appreciate everybody. We need the love, man. Help us get to the algorithm. Subscribe, hit the like. What up?
For the live experience, like the way that they were a couple years back.
That is indicative of where No Jumper overall is as a platform, or do you feel like it's just the live shows are not cracking in general for people?
I do feel like live podcasts are not as cracking as they used to be. I do feel like a lot of podcasts like Joe Budden that used to go on tour all the time, that they're just really like not doing it anymore. Definitely like partially you have to kind of attribute it to No Jumper and say, well, you know, like, but like from my perspective, it's like, especially when we announced it, it felt like
facts. It's free to hit that button, gang. It's free. But it mean a lot to me.
We had a ton of momentum. That things were going very well. That there was a lot of energy on the podcast and everything. And, you know, the ticket sales really kind of told a different story.
Now, if you're Adam 22, this should definitely be a reflection of your platform. People are still, in fact, going to live shows. It's all up to you as the platform owner to give them a reason to go. Rory and Maul is still selling out live shows. Back on Fig is still selling out live shows.
Yeah, say what you want about Rory and Maul, but they got a built-in fan base. That Rory and Maul, they be going on tour. They be doing what they gotta do, man. They even got a fucking Netflix deal, and they still dropping their little Patreon clips on YouTube. I tell you what, man, the Rory and Maul show got a lot better for sure. The Rory and Maul show got a lot better than what it was. Like a year, I remember like a year ago or something, you would catch me on here talking shit. Like, man, that shit just so boring. And I like those guys. I like Rory and I like Mo. You know what I'm saying? Because I like them from Joe Budden podcast. So I've followed them on their next endeavor. But they stepped it up, bro. They doing their thing. I like when they be having them guests on and all that. My son Zip. And that other shorty from Brooklyn, I think it is. I like, they be doing their thing though. Shout out to them.
The Joe Budden podcast can sell out a live show in Bumblefuck, Idaho right now.
And of course, the Joe Budden podcast has been doing their thing. You don't even gotta say it. Everybody knows that's the #1 hip hop podcast. So obviously they're selling out shit.
I know that people tune into No Jumper for the chaos, not because they actually care about what you guys gotta say about certain topics. The gang drama on No Jumper is only good for YouTube views. There's no real insightful takes. There's no chemistry between the hosts. It's like every month, Adam 22 has a new host on No Jumper. So you're not really giving the fans a chance to connect with any of the hosts.
Yeah, I fuck with Munchie on there. I fuck with Munchie on the podcast with my son not belligerent, drunk, stuttering. I fuck with Munchie though, for the most part. Spody was on there. He was cool. He was a contrarian. It's just good to have a nigga on there that's gonna contrast most shit. He was cool, but both of them niggas left. Spody and Munchie B left. Munchie B left because niggas was filming him with the blicky. Allegedly filming him with the blicky. And he like, yo, y'all niggas is like trying to get me hot. Like, the fuck going on? And Spody left because Adam started doing videos talking about how he went to go get the blicky from the car. And this nigga's a felon. It's like, yo, Adam, is you dumb? And you not dumb. Adam, you know what you doing. You don't give a fuck if you get niggas locked up. It's like you want a nigga to get locked up for the headline. You rather a nigga get locked up for the headline so you got something to talk about. Now you got continuous topics. Spody got locked up grabbing the blicky outside of No Jumper. Like, he wanted that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He literally did a... Matter of fact, let's see if I can find it. No Jumper clips. Let's see. I'll show y'all better than I can tell y'all. I'll show y'all better than I can throw y'all. Let me see. No Jumper clips. If you don't know how to hit the like button, it's a thumbs up. Just hit it. Facts. Mary, appreciate you, girlie. Alright, let's see. gonna talk about it. It might even be on the No Jumper page where he talk about Spody, cause his title's something else. DP for appearing on Back on Fig. I don't know. What's it titled? Spooty General Moon.
I don't have anything against Spotify, but I do think that at a certain point he should have said, I was putting this on Draco, and I got to admit that he did beat it in court. So maybe I think he's a scumbag for other reasons, but you got to admit when you're wrong.
And he still won't. He's still.
But wait, all right, we got two different narratives. We got Spotify's got his channel deleted because of bullying, or we got Spotify's got his channel deleted because Jalise was reporting him for copyright.
Don't put that on Jalise.
He said on Back on Fig, the clip I saw in the.
This might not be the clip I'm talking about.
Gang, you crazy.
YouTube to see if anybody posted a video about it, and Hefe, they brought was that No Jumper was feeling a little bit too gang related, like it was too.
You are still a student. Check. You know when he want to keep was what?
I don't know what clip it is. My bad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not that tapped into No Jumper. It's one of these clips though. Actually, fucking Rick Rock talked about it. Let me see. Rick Rock. He talked about it. Even this nigga Flakko might have talked about it too, cause everybody was like, "Dang, you got this thing hot." Spotify apologizes. Expose him until this. I'm 22 checks come to Rick Rock for expose him until this happened. Fight almost breaks out. My bad, forgive me, y'all. I ain't come prepared, no boys. Exposed. He took Spotify's page during this. Alright, let me see if it's this one.
The cemetery right now.
You two figured out this. I'm thousand them things.
Exactly who gave.
We got Spotify's got his channel deleted.
No, that ain't this one. Alright.
Feelings. If somebody speak, and when yo.
Alright. See, that's what I be saying, bro. You can't find shit, niggas. There be too many videos reposted about the same shit. There be too many videos reposted about the same shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck it. Anyway, that's what happened, bro. We gonna move on. Let's get to this academic shit. That shit just fucked me up trying to find that video. My bad, beloveds. My bad, beloveds. Yeah, Adam was making it hot, man, trying to get that nigga locked up, bro. Both of them niggas left No Jumper due to that. Let's tap into this DJ Academics war on hip hop media. This is basically the video about DJ Academics and Charlamagne the God basically starting to go to war. And let's get right to this shit, man. Let's tap in. Shout out to Luista.
Busy time for DJ Academics in recent years. Recently, he reached the top of the complex hip-hop media power rankings for the second time this year, enjoying every moment of triumph when the news was announced.
They have announced that they have awarded me as the #1 ranked.
Mary said, I did see that Rick Ross is going broke because he owes the IRS. I doubt that, Mary. That nigga Rick Ross got way too much money. But we can look into it. I'll make it a topic. I'll put it on the list.
Media personality for the year. A very humbling experience, chat. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I've worked at Complex previously. At a point, Complex was a competitor of mine. I met some good people up there. Shit, I even met Joe Budden up there. We did a great show. You know, they're notorious for lists, so, you know, you can take it with it.
After a lengthy rise to the top that began when he was still at Rutgers College, Academics saw this as not only a cause for celebration, but also as a chance to let his critics in the field know that he'd emerged victorious despite their hate and animosity.
But, you know, I always tell people, like, whether you like me or hate me, I'm only here because of passion and also a lot of very calculated moves and following people who came before me like yourself. And, you know, you don't get to this position without a lot of passion. You gotta really care. I think I'm the guy for a minute, but then this is like probably the least turbulent time of my whole media career because I'm actually seeing my peers. I used to go so hard trying to get even recognition, and I see like my peers saying, nah, he did it. And like, it's almost like, it's such a humbling feeling that I can't do anything but just like, yo, thank you, you know what I mean? And, you know, it kind of encourages me to keep going forward because...
If you followed his career, it's pretty easy to see why. During his transition from streamer and War and Chirac commentator to a respected figure in the industry, there was a lengthy period where...
Nigga had worked hard. He been doing this shit for years and years and years, like 10 to 13 years type shit, right? I don't really know.
He had to endure not being taken seriously.
It makes me want to eat cereal, whatever I'm feeling about you.
She might be reconnecting. She might be bringing me back.
Listen, I got it.
You got it?
Yes.
Could it be divulged on
You're
camera?
not gonna believe it. It's so simple. You know who you look like? You look like Jerry, the mouse from Tom and Jerry.
And over time, he got pretty vengeful about it, coming at anyone and everyone, whoever doubted him back when he was still a little wet behind the ears.
I never fuck with Erykah Badu after she came on my show and she was trying to be funny. Bitch, I don't fuck with you after that. Nigga, what's up now? What we finna do?
Man, my son act got sensitive when she did that. It was funny in the moment though.
Bitch, you an old asshole just keep getting fucked by all these young niggas. What's poppin'?
Over the years, he has not shied away from confrontation.
He got
least
sensitive
of all
over
with
that.
his peers in the industry. At times, he would win the battle, but there were definitely moments where that wasn't the case.
I built my own base.
Nigga, stop lying. You've been dick riding my fans the whole time. Can I ask you a question? Do you think I sit back and be like, oh my God, I'm like fucking worried about Dom? Just be honest. You think
Some people feel you are.
Really? That's interesting.
Listen, I don't listen, man. I don't feel like I'm competing with you. I'm competing against myself. I don't want to be you, bro.
Dom, hold on. I would believe you. I would believe you if you weren't fucking obsessed, my nigga.
This is a TV show. They got lights.
Whatever happened to that nigga, man? Dom is live. What happened to that nigga, man? Back in the Tekashi Trippie Redd era, this nigga was out here. He was posting mad consistent. He was one of them niggas. Dom is live. What happened to this nigga, man? This nigga right here, look. What happened to this nigga channel, gang? He don't post no more? Yeah, he don't post no more. He don't post no more. I wonder what happened. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's still alive, though. I'm pretty sure he's alive out there somewhere. He just stopped posting, but this nigga was making bread. You know that, nigga. 1.58 million subscribers. Nigga, he was posting. He was consistent. He was getting money. You know what I'm saying? All these videos. He got millions of views, too. It was a point where his channel was making way more money than this. So, I wonder what happened to this nigga. I always wonder what happened to certain niggas on YouTube.
We're in the studio. You feel me? We got guests. You know what I mean?
This ain't dollop, my nigga.
You feel me?
Time out, my nigga. Nobody's talking about you. They're talking about the dumb shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? You are not important, DJ Academics. You're named after velour suits from 2003, nigga. Stay in your lane.
I've been making more money than y'all before y'all even signed to y'all companies.
Wow. You heard his voice trouble? You know that shit.
Yo, why he sound like that, bro? Yo, hey, you gotta stop getting on his. Yo, hey, they got footages of you, my nigga. This nigga definitely sound like POP. Hold it down. Hold up. Let me see. POP, hold it down.
Hey, so tell us your side. What happened?
Hey, I'm an innocent bystander. They saying I drove a getaway car, but I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
That's how Axe started breaking down.
I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
That's how Axe started breaking down.
Cannot see. I'm legally blind. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. I'm innocent.
Come on this way.
Sir, you.
That's how Axe started breaking down just now, dog.
Yeah. 2003, nigga. Stay in your lane.
I've been making more money than y'all before y'all even signed to y'all companies.
Wow. You heard his voice trouble?
Nah, chill. Yo, Axe, you my man, dog. But what the fuck was that, boy?
Yeah, bro. Because I'm in my mom's basement right now, in my gamer chair.
Son, nah. Nah, he gave them everything to cut his ass with. He gave him everything to cut his ass with, bro. He gave him everything to cut his ass with, gang. It's over.
And them niggas don't know where I live at. Are you talking spicy in 240p, nigga? Come on.
Ultimately, these are just two examples among countless entries in an ongoing saga, where he just can't seem to play nice with people in the same line of work as him. And in what he termed as his Jordan year, he seems to be coming at their necks like never before.
That's got all my ops on here. Are you serious? Yo, what? They don't work harder than me. I don't like that shirt. I don't like nothing about it.
So today, we're gonna break down why Academics is waging war over all of hip-hop media. And at the moment, there's no one who is in his sights quite like a former hero of his.
Yeah, Charmaine, Diamonds Live just stopped posting, period. I don't see that nigga post at all no more. Mary, I got you. You said we're gonna get to that Rick Ross's broke shit. Don't go nowhere, Mary, I got you. Charmaine said, oh, he was mad. She clowned him. He was definitely sensitive about that shit.
In his early years,
he ain't laughing.
Academics honed a style all about shock value. And at times, he still dips into his bag today. By Ac's own admission, this is something that he learned from people like Charlemagne, Star, and Wendy Williams. When it comes to the latter two, Ac has never had any real relationship. But in Charlemagne's case, he actually gave him his first interview.
You don't go as hard. And for me, I'm trying to explain what I was thinking when I said that to you. Wasn't that like you were getting soft and nothing like that, but it was basically saying, I feel that nowadays when people come up, it's more like, yeah, you still throw those questions that people want to know, but it's more of an endorsement. Because you guys, of course, #1 radio show in NYC.
That's a good point, but I'm gonna tell you why that is. I'm a cultural critic. I've been doing radio since '98. The game was real trash at one point.
Okay.
Trash.
During this lengthy conversation in the Power 105 studios, Academics asked Charlemagne about a wide range of contentious issues, including accusations by Jessica Reed that threatened to take him off the airwaves.
Yeah, like a charge. How you beat that?
Because I didn't do it. It was a criminal section.
Charlemagne actually brought this up. I seen this interview back in the day when it was the whole joint. You know what I'm saying? I seen this back in the day when it was the whole interview up. I think he took down majority of the interview now, but Charlemagne actually brought up he was like, I don't play like that, like, and then Charlemagne had, I forget how it went, but Charlemagne brought it up though. And then that's how they started talking. Academics didn't even ask him. I don't think he even knew about the charge shit. Yeah, Charlemagne. And he definitely reminded me of the Legally Blonde shit.
With a minor charge.
That mean you would have to like register for this.
Yeah, I was.
Right?
It was the year 2001. I think I was like 20. I was 20 years old. My cousin had just graduated from high school, and he had got a scholarship to Penn State University. And I had a party, and I had all of these chicks at a party. Like I was doing overnights I was working at Z93 then. So I had all these chicks there that I met through radio, and chicks that my dude had known. So I used to always see this chick with my dude. So I bought, I invited her to the party. So she was at the party and shit. She got drunk, high, whatever. Something happened in the room with a couple of my dudes. I'm asking them, did they mess with the chick, after the fact, after she pressed charges? And they was like, no.
And years later, this would all come back into play. As Ac built his empire, Charlemagne continued to be the most talked about member of the Breakfast Club, damping down some of his wild antics in favor of a more corporate-friendly persona that eventually led to his own Black Effect network. Their interactions were sparse, except for little jabs thrown from time to time. Charlemagne trolled his unofficial protege at times, most recently suggesting that his plans to launch a comedy career were misguided.
He said when he was getting called gay by Nicki Minaj's fans, he goes, bro, they called me gay so much, I was like, am I gay? bro. Like, to me, that's a vulnerable thing to say, especially when you're in the hip-hop world.
You gotta build that out, though.
Yeah, again, that's what
you gotta build that out on stage.
What you mean?
I don't think that translates for me.
Right.
I don't know what you think, Shaw. No, I don't think I can do comedy. if that's the question.
Yeah.
Prior to that, he didn't exactly come to his aid when the scandals about him texting minors came around, watching around as the rest of the Breakfast Club tore him to shreds.
Yeah, don't worry about nobody else. It's you. And the fact that the little boy was telling you like what it was and like, yo, no, I'm not doing that. This is called grooming. I'm only 15. I don't smash. I don't do none of that. And you and your man.
Oh, they talking about the little scandal situation. That situation that had popped up with the little nigga, forget how old that little nigga was, a little teen boy when a nigga Act was talking to the nigga on the game and shit like that, that weird shit that we had heard, that we kind of discussed.
Kept on going on and on. Like, what are you talking about? Still, why would he apologize and he gonna do the same thing next week? Like, this is not the first or the last time he's gonna do something like that. Like, that's.
Well, let's hope it's the last time.
In spite of all that, Act still gave him props, appearing all too happy to salute him during the Complex interview, where they discussed the rankings.
Why do you think Charlemagne is above Jada and Fat Joe?
You know, this idea of like the Charlemagne disrespect comes from Charlemagne kind of maturing a little bit. Like Charlemagne used to be like this kind of rugged, like media person, which I've even attributed a lot of my influence to, like him, Star, even Wendy Williams to a certain extent, where, you know, they were the people.
Who outfit, Mary? Who outfit you like? Say I like her outfit. Who that? What you outfit you like?
It's people. And obviously Charlemagne has gotten a lot bigger paws, like in a sense of he's now this huge like corporate media guy who's even entering into politics, but man, his voice still moves stuff. Whether it's with artists, whether it's with culture, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like he's clearly number 4. I'm gonna be honest with you, he's a little bit. It's still 1, 2, and 3. I just still think he should be 3.
But a whole lot can change in a month. Recently, the Academics TV channel, which is run by longtime supporters Grand Wizard and Chat Ninja, shared a clip about some of Charlemagne's more dubious statements, including those related to the Jessica Reed incident.
And R. Kelly props for one thing and one thing only. Well, 2 things. Number 1, he taught me how to eat ass.
Shout out to Kelly.
I learned how to eat ass because of the R. Kelly tape.
That's true.
And the Come P Come thing is still one of the most
legendary,
incredible things I've ever seen in my life.
Once all of this unwanted attention placed a renewed spotlight on Charlemagne, academics suggested he wasn't the culprit and wondered who was running the smear campaign.
The comedian lady that was on Jess Hilarious.
Charlotte, who'd you piss off? Who'd you piss off, Charlotte? Why is all the stuff with Charlemagne and like past comments coming back up? It's Netflix? So we know Charlemagne just signed to Netflix. Or not, he just signed to Netflix. He's on, his show is on Netflix. The Breakfast Club. A lot of people have very varying degree of approval or criticism about his show being on Netflix. And I'm wondering, okay, what does that manifest into some like, you know, campaign to kind of make him look bad? Are they trying to like get this on the radar?
Around the same time, communication between the two would essentially break down when Act went public about a conversation he'd had with Charlemagne. Apparently, the radio vet warned him about what was inbound over his Academics TV page and declared that they were acting as informants on his ongoing civil case that involves Drake, Steak, and Aiden Ross.
How y'all feel about Drake jacket right here? How y'all feel about this jacket Drake got? It got furries on it. It got a stuffed bear on it and something else over here. How y'all feel about Drake jacket? Let me know in the comments.
On his ongoing civil case that involves Drake, Steak, and Aiden Ross. But rather than take it at face value, Ack refused to cast the likes of Grand Wizard out.
If you're just giving me like this warning, it feels like my convo with Charlemagne came across more like he wanted me to
Mary, Jess Hilarious? Mary said you thought, I never thought she was funny till I went to her show. Is Jess Hilarious funny on her shows? Mary said she don't like it. You don't like Drake fit, huh?
back up from Grand and niggas like that. Like, yo, don't fuck with these guys. You're gonna either
Charmaine said weird. What 88 gonna say?
Hear him say some stuff which I didn't say before, where he's basically like, yo, Grand and them niggas is snitching on you. And I'm like, snitching on me for what? You know? But that was the like, for me, I was just like.
So Charlemagne called Ack and said, yo, Ack, just to let you know, I don't know if you know, but bro, some shit going on, investigations, your mans is snitching on you. Now, Ack mans is these online niggas. Like, I hope these ain't Ack only friends. I really hope not. I really hope these ain't Ack only friends. But these obviously seem to be Ack real friends, because the way he talk about them is like they his real friends, even though they live in Australia and wherever the fuck else. So Ack felt the way. Like, what you mean my niggas is snitching on me? Give me more information. Who they snitching on me to? Like, give me more. The nigga Charlemagne didn't want to give him more information, so he said, fuck it, you a op too, basically. You know what I mean? What y'all think about that? Like, do I feel like Ack was wrong for just going against Charlemagne like that? Or do y'all think that was justified? I'm gonna be honest. I feel like, yo, listen, if you gonna hit me and tell me this information, but then when I ask you who told you it, where it's coming from, where like who should I be looking out for? And then you tell me, well, I can't tell you that. I'm kind of gonna look at you like it's you oppie. I ain't gonna lie. It's like really no in betweens on that at that point. Like, good looking for the heads up, but the fact that you're not telling me the information I need, oppie.
And niggas like that, like, yo, don't fuck with these guys. You're gonna even hear
88 said no comment.
I didn't say before, where he's basically like, yo, Gran and them niggas is snitching on you, and I'm like, snitching on me for what? You know? But that was the like, for me, I was just like, I get like I'm like one of the younger media personalities, but I'm not that green to flip on my squad without you giving me actual, like, you can't. So we don't know where this came from, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, I can't fuck with Gran no more, because he eventually tells me that supposedly Gran has been talking to investigators, right? And Gran has blamed everything on me and Drake, and I was like, bro, you can't even tell me where this is from. So like, there's a point where Charlamagne was like, yo, be careful, man. How much do you trust these guys? And I'm like, dude, I trust them more than whatever you're hearing, because you can't even tell me where you're getting it from. Like, I don't even know what are you talking about right now?
To academics, the way that Charlamagne chose to issue this warning was incredibly suspicious, particularly because he wouldn't disclose exactly how he'd come by this info.
Good night, Mary. Good night, my girlie. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Appreciate you for tapping in and showing love. I see you on here, back on here soon. We back on the live, so you know what I'm saying? Tap in. Check. Make sure you check to see if I'm on live every night. Your boy will be here.
Information. Because of how it played out, Axe suggested that if Charlamagne couldn't provide the details, then he must be complicit in whatever was going down.
With you giving me these details, me even asking you, yo, where did shit come from? Like, what the fuck is this? It's like, yo, I don't know. I can't even talk about it. I'm like, what? Like, what are we talking about? Everybody's playing for themselves. Again, my whole thing is, I know some people like...
Charlamagne said if he gave him the heads up, that doesn't mean you get online running your mouth about it. True, but not if you don't... but Charlamagne, answer the rest of the part, though. Answer the rest of it. If he tell you that, but then you ask him where you get the info from and shit like that, and then he don't give it to you, how you gonna react and how you gonna feel? Keep it 100. Cause I know, come on, I feel like I know you well enough. You're not gonna like that. You're not gonna like that. You're gonna feel like it's some oppie in the air. Hold up. You can't tell me where it's coming from. So you mean to tell me you can't tell me who to look out for? Like who the ops is? Who's shooting at me? You can't put me on? But we supposed to be cool? Nah, Shine. I ain't fucking with it. I ain't fucking with it, Shine. I ain't jogging out. And I'm not gonna let you rock me to sleep. I'm not gonna let you rock me to sleep either. You over here telling me one thing, oh, my man's is snitching on me, oh, this and that. Then I go on your side. Now, my crew is divided. You done separated and divided us. Divided and conquered out my whole crew. I don't got a crew no more. Now I gotta just be over here with you. You done rock my shit to sleep. Nah, fuck that. Nah, I ain't jogging it. Charlamagne said they've been investigating the Australian dude with the whole state feds case. Right. Yeah, but tell me how you gonna feel when niggas don't give you the info. I gotta know how you coming out of that. How you coming out of that situation? When you ask niggas like, but tell me who the ops is, and they don't tell you who the ops is. I gotta know your response.
Why are you mad at Charlamagne? I'm not mad at Charlamagne because he gave me a heads up. I'm like, listen, it's clear that somebody on your side is either...
Cause that shit might make me oppie with the nigga. Like, I might get oppie with the nigga off that. You coming to me telling me these niggas are shooting at... These niggas talking about investigations, and you can't give me the heads up on who is coming. I need to know who to shoot at. Let's keep it real.
Behind it, or got the info from somebody they're cool with. Here's the thing. It's like in war. You just carpet bomb the whole thing. You figure it out later, man. You carpet bomb the whole, and that's kind of what's been happening. And Charlamagne might be in cahoots with niggas that don't. And again, I do take it personal if it's y'all like, oh, we're targeting the people around you, not you.
Above all else, one thing academics left no room for speculation about was his faith in his team, saying he wouldn't be turned down no matter what happened.
I told y'all, I'm the most loyal nigga in media. If you ever see my downfall, you're gonna say, damn, Aqua's a little bit too loyal, and it's okay. That's my tragic flaw. Okay?
The issue divided commentators, as while some people could understand his wariness, others felt he was merely trying to prevent him from being backdoored by his own team.
Somebody wrote, Act trusting a guy named Grand Wizard is suspect. Somebody said you could tell Act never had an OG around him. You could tell Act never heard of a heads up. Act don't have to turn on your team. Your team already turned on you. But these is comments, you know what I mean?
Only for Act to maintain that it was an attempt at manipulation in its own right. You can tell Act never had an OG around him. Act never heard of a heads up. Once the situation went viral, Charlemagne sought to explain where he was actually coming from and insisted that he was on the level.
The reason I called Act, and Act said, I think, that he asked me who was behind it, and I said I couldn't tell him. That's not true. I said I don't know, but I would find out. But what I did tell him was, what we were told was in George, we're getting investigated. He got pressed by investigators and cooperated.
No, not Grant.
And told and said that they get their marching orders from Academics and Drake. I was just calling Act to give him a heads up, and I said, yo,
Drake?
you might need to watch the
Drake? The fuck? Nigga, you think $1 billion nigga is really over here running a meme page, gang?
People around.
But that didn't stop him from parodying the...
That nigga got more bitches to fuck than most of us got days to work. Like, bro, this nigga is... Why do you think everybody in the industry mad at this nigga Drake? He fucking everybody bitch. You think he got enough time to run a meme page and fuck everybody bitch? Come on, man. Something gotta take a back seat. And it ain't fucking bitches.
Exact same line about Grand Wizard, drawing more attention to the civil suit that Ack is involved in, and put forth the idea that the outlet is basically used to artificially...
Oh, Charmaine said, I don't fully trust anyone anyway. These people aren't his real friends anyways. I would do my own investigating. Feel you? Isn't this the same dude that said he would rat on everybody if they went down? Who said that? Was it Act? Who said that?
Officially boost Drake and altered the course of the industry.
He used to run Academics TV, but he gave it to George and Drake.
And Drake, so now we believe that Drake
I don't know. I don't
putting out 3 albums.
I'm not saying I'm believing any of this.
And tweet.
Exactly. Putting out 3 albums, fucking everybody bitch, and tweeting and running a meme page.
He's a busy guy, this guy. Yeah.
All I'm simply saying is they do come to the defense a lot. After Jay-Z dropped his freestyle this Saturday, he got off me for a second and they just went straight Jay-Z, you know?
Because liking someone is not a crime. Like, you love Kendrick, you think he's an amazing artist. Nobody would ever assume you're getting paid to defend Kendrick.
As the two continued to frequently trade vaguely shady comments, Ack upped the ante when he took issue with his place in the corporate space and suggested he was deeply embedded with Jay-Z and Rock Nation.
Now, this would explain a lot to me. When Charlemagne came to me and he told me whatever, he kept saying this is more than hip-hop. Because I kept thinking, why are so many people just jealous of like Drake? He said, nah, it's bigger than that. He kept saying there's politicians. We heard the other guy, Jeremy, he said politics. So it seems like politics is at play here. But here's the problem. The guys who are accusing me of being a ploy or being a pawn or being some type of arm politically for people, I don't have no political aspirations and I'm not working with nobody politically and I don't care about, if I have an opinion, I'll just say it, but I don't care. I don't want to interview a politician. I don't really give a fuck about shit like that. We've seen Charlemagne seemingly have some political aspirations. He talks politics and that would make sense why we're kind of seeing some of this stuff.
To try and avert further warfare, he tried to basically ask him,
Charlemagne said, billionaire, the same person who defaulted on a loan with their own OVO brand, who's being sued, he's still a billionaire, Char. He's made over $1 billion off music. Drake, one of the only niggas in his lifetime to make $1 billion off his own music. Shit crazy. He signed a $400 million deal. $600 million deal.
To stand down, even if he felt the offer would be ignored.
I'm wondering if Charlemagne could say the same. As the months near this election, how about we both stay out? I don't want to talk. I'll keep my opinion on. We hip hop, right? If we're hip hop, I'm down to. I don't want to be near politics. We could just hammer it out. Not me. Just like we could get on these microphones and speak about culture and everything but politics. But I have a sneaky suspicion that I don't think he could. And it's not attacking Charlemagne. If I looked up later on and I see Charlemagne speaking at any of these political shit, or I see Jay-Z, would that be hypocritical? Because I have no plans to be nowhere near none of that bullshit. Would that be hypocritical?
In the meantime, Charlemagne seemed bothered by what Ack had to say, looking openly shaken by hearing Ack's words back on the Brilliant Idiots.
But with that, You know, I don't like doing proxy wars. I like to just kick it off. I tell all y'all, when there is entities that's plotting against me, don't be the messenger. You either with me or against me. No DJ Khaled around my book. No DJ Khaled around my book. Get the away.
He did swallow.
Oh, so
he did
at the
swallow.
moment, this seems more.
He did pause. He did swallow. Like he was like, wait, hold up. He's talking about me. Nigga said, yes. Academic said that, and he talks too damn much. He literally admitted to taking payola. He admitted to taking payola. Oh yeah. Like getting paid to post shit on his page and shit like that. He admits that, but I mean, if that's payola, I mean, yeah. You know, he ain't radio though. He could do that. He ain't radio. So, you know, he get paid to post shit on his page. That's why his page be flooded with random shit. Niggas, he be posting niggas we never heard of and shit. Cause yeah, you know, it's paid posts and shit like that.
Or like a Cold War, then a.
But Drake, I think Drake is a Billy Goat though. I ain't gonna lie, I think Drake is a Billy Goat. If we look up all his matter of fact, Charmaine, do a quick Google for me and see if you see that Drake is a Billy Goat or not.
An all-out blood feud. Due to what appears to be mutual respect, they aren't resorting to trading insults. And Charlemagne has spent most of the time defending his business moves rather than coming at Act directly.
Some people are so happy having ownership of 100% of nothing. So would you rather have 100% ownership of a company that makes, let's just say $100,000 a year? So that's your $100,000.
Right.
Or would you rather have, you know, 10%, 20%, 30%, 51% ownership of a company that's making multi-million dollars a year?
That's what I'm saying.
Like you do the math.
Right.
Everything ain't 51% equity. Black Effect is 51% equity with iHeart.
Right.
But some things are 10%, some things are 20%. You know, when I do a TV show, it might be 15%.
Right.
But all I need is the capital.
Exactly.
When you get that capital, that real capital, now I can go out here and execute some things straight
Scale
out of my
some
pocket.
things. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
by the way, which I do all the time.
Yes.
Like, you know, there's plenty of investments that.
But this isn't the case every time Act squares off with a member of the media. More often than not, it can get straight up personal. Although Act never shies away from the smoke, there is no other scenario where he has run towards it and even been the aggressor, quite like the beef between himself and Rory and Mal. At one stage, the pair had one big thing in common: Joe Budden. Back in 2017, Academics was the Slaughterhouse Legends co-host on Everyday Struggle, while he spent the rest of the week chatting it up with his two longtime friends on the classic JBP lineup. Despite this connection, their long-standing issues stemmed from Rory and Mal's time on the Joe Budden podcast. Whenever he came up in a news item, they came out claws first. A prime example was when XXXTentacion died, with the duo aiming at Act without hesitation for his coverage of the situation.
I'll be honest with you, I was a little disgusted at some of the media outlets that were saying rest in peace, and to the people that think I'm talking about Academics, I am, but not just him. Don't do your coverage to instigate the fuck shit and then say rest in peace when it finishes. It's offensive. It's gross. It's that whole internet culture. The only way I could get on. 6ix9ine.
Nigga, XXX didn't die from a op. Nigga, he died from some niggas trying to rob him and killed him.
For example, has nothing. Only way he'd get on.
By the way, I fuck with Rory, Mal, and Joe Budden.
Is do that. I'm gonna go do that because this is what's been set up by the gatekeepers, if you will. It's an awful process. People die over it because of people in their basements setting a standard for popularity.
These certain dudes that they are giving these platforms to, they're bozos. Like Academics is a bozo. He should not have a platform like he has because when real life shit happens, he shows just how much of a fucking bozo he is.
At the time, Joe Budden obviously had his own issues with how Act was moving, but it didn't translate into a vendetta the way that it did with Rory and Mal. And when the duo was fired from the JBP later down the line, Act made it clear that he wished them nothing but ill will.
Them dudes is getting $40,000 a year, man. Shut up. Nobody want to hear you talk about like you're really breaking down the break. Shut up. You know what I mean? Like Joe could talk about it. Now it even make more sense because he was swindling them bum ass niggas. As he should.
Alongside kind of pocket watching, the disharmony between them apparently intensified to the point that Rory apparently pulled up to Academics' home and put something in his mailbox. And for Act, that trespass was simply too big to ever be forgotten.
So when I had to put my foot on that boy, okay, had his girl slapping him in the crib, okay, you feel me? I did that with a reason. Listen, he been getting beat up by his girl. I think she ran off with a wedding ring. It's over. Flawless victory.
Hats off. Chat niggas win. That bum will never fucking mention my name again. Everybody was like, let's bully Act. That's what they were doing. So you know what I said? All right, fuck it. I'm about to just catch a couple of y'all and just make a mean example out of y'all. Okay? And I'm sorry. Rory and that other nigga who's Jay-Z's pre-cum was one of the fucking, you know what I mean? Just one of the examples I had to make.
Over the years, Rory's...
Yo, rest in peace, Tay Keith. Rest in peace, Tay Keith, man. Passed at an early age. I definitely do. I mean, but then again, I don't know what kind of drugs he be doing. Like, not to say he be doing any type of drugs. I was asked, do I think Tay Keith passing is suspicious? Yes, I do think it's suspicious, but I also say I don't know because I don't know what type of drugs he be doing. I say that about any nigga because I don't know. You know what I mean? You never know what niggas be on. But rest in peace to that man, bro. I fuck with him. His music was fire. My camera just died, so let me play the video while I restock the camera.
Choice to come into his property kept taking up real estate in Act's head. This made him act pretty ruthlessly, posting pictures of Rory with his kid in a way that didn't go down well with everyone. 4 years ago at This Is Rory, you came to my house trying to be cute like you were some mob boss, Academics wrote. I've been on your head ever since. For my protection, of course. Thought you got a $10 million podcast deal. I don't know why you still in my hood. This is all part of Ack keeping his foot on Rory's neck, amid his controversy that revolved around past tweets about black women. While everyone else was realizing they had a problem with the podcaster and producer, Ack doubled down on his belief that he was a scumbag.
So for all of the black women who felt betrayed by Rory, you're a fucking moron for liking him in the first place. I exposed this little nigga years ago. I exposed him years ago. I broke it down line by line, bar for bar. I showed y'all him costuming. I played these videos. It's a nigga from TMZ who sent me this video. I said, bruh, I DJ'd these joints. These little meet and greet joints. Like I DJ'd all throughout Jersey. This little white boy was a fraud from day one. I've been exposed this.
As expected, the issue of him showing up at his home in Jersey still loomed large, leading Ack to assert that this was why the rift between them would never be healed.
Only person who had the audacity to show up to my house was this little white boy right here. So it's been up with me and him since then. It's been up with me since, you know, I see some people like, yo, why'd you, nigga, I don't care. I could have seen that nigga. Right. Let me tell you this. I had niggas watching him. I don't care. He could be at a funeral. He could be at the birth of a kid. I don't give two fucks. I need to know what that nigga, and this is no threats of violence. This is, I just had to figure out what he was doing because he thought he had to drop on me. Boy, you live in Jersey City. So now when I got people watching him while he in the park, we watching him while he taking his mama to the doctor's appointment, we watching everything, nigga. Niggas be like, yo, why would you put up a picture when he with his kid? Nigga, we don't care what going on, nigga. Did he care what was going on? Nigga, when he dropped off the letter in my mailbox, my mama was in my house, because my mom be at my house sometimes. Did anybody say that like, yo, damn, why'd you come to his house like that?
It's unclear whether this is one of those streams where Ack was really off the henny, but it might explain why he openly disclosed the supervillain levels of mental warfare that he was willing to play with Rory.
We're trying to masquerade as the motherfucking...
Bruh, not the cheeseburger and the Henny. Not the cheeseburger and the Henny next to my son Act. They trying to violate. Look.
It might explain why he openly...
This how you glow up though. My son Act was the nigga in the basement, Henny, cheeseburgers. Now my son, DJ Academics, out in DR with the white bitches. Yo, my son Act glowed up though. Facts. And when nigga went from the basement to a mansion.
Disclosed the supervillain levels of mental warfare that he was willing to play with Rory.
We're trying to masquerade as the motherfucking, like, you know, like the superintendent. Oh, we gotta come check on the smoke alarms. The plan a hidden camera up in that bitch. Come on, man. Cause the nigga pulled up to my crib thinking he was a mob boss. He thought he was gonna scare me. Boy, you broke. I want to shout out my town. Nigga, I got 50 gun permits, nigga. I got 50 guns. I got a gun there. I got 50 guns, 4 dogs, nigga. I'm prepared for anything, nigga. I've lived this life. It's okay. I'll do it. I'm sorry. Yes, the nigga show up to my crib. I will put out a picture of his parents in a casket. I will do anything. Remember that. You show up here, it's war for life. I don't want apologies. I don't care. I'm wishing the ultimate demise of you. I want people to know that. I'm not down for conversation. I don't want to squash no beef. It's up for life.
Clearly, academics hoped that they would flounder, meaning their place on the complex power rankings was never going to be received warmly by him. But this time, the focus of his anger wasn't targeted at Rory, but the man he calls Mealy Mall, who he says is coasting on his connection.
Charmaine said, It's pretty weird since he was suing Sexy Red record label. He was suing Sexy Red record label. Damn, you tapped in, Charmaine. I ain't know that.
And the Act's own bestie Champagne Poppin'.
It's been 2 fucking years now, okay? You're telling me that because this motherfucker still talks to Drake, he's just top 10?
That's not.
Come on, that's dick riding.
That's
yo, brother. Listen, everybody used to talk to Drake. Drake just cut everybody off. I can't really name their accolades outside of that. You said, oh well, you know, he kind of like speculated about Cole. He was wrong. So there's nothing he's been right about except Drake, and this new like, oh, Drake is my man thing came out after the battle. It's 2 years old, brother. I talked to Drake yesterday. Does it matter? It doesn't matter.
Unfortunately,
you got to start putting up points.
In one way or another, it's very common for Drake to factor in these little skirmishes that Act has with his fellow media personalities. Recently, it's even become a factor in a feud that he's been embroiled in for years against the former Hot 97 radio personalities, Ebro and Rosenberg. Since he exploded onto the scene, Ebro and Peter have basically never had a kind word for him and have tried to belittle his success. This first surfaced on the airwaves during the time when he was closely affiliated with Tekashi 6ix9ine, leading them to basically suggest that his career was done when he got
his baddie chain on. The owl jump.
Arrested.
You played yourself.
I gotta give the biggest congratulations. You played yourself to DJ Academics. You know him. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're not on the internets and Twitch and all the little video game weirdos and the internet weirdos streaming. And Academics, you lying on behalf of Tekashi 6ix9ine, guess what?
Congratulations, you played yourself.
NYPD came out and said that's not true. We did not arrest him at no point. And also, I said this yesterday about Academics. To his credit, you know, he used the internet to become one of the biggest voices in hip-hop. You decide to hitch yourself to one specific artist instead of just doing your job and talking about everything. You want to just hitch yourself to one team.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Bit of advice, young Academics, sir. Don't tie yourself to these artists, bro. You just got to be patient.
Instead of accepting this flagrant attempt at sunning him, Ack clapped back, suggesting they were just envious of what he'd achieved through his own hard work, rather than being welcomed in by the gatekeepers.
The Ebros and the Rosenbergs hate my position in the culture because Ebro used to be the place that you needed to go to get relevance in hip-hop. Remember when he used to go on these rants like, nah, you're not major league, you're minor league, and he used to determine and decide what music actually got a chance to be seen and heard at the biggest levels. Radio is irrelevant, and I think he resents me for that. I can't help a motherfucker's feelings. By the way, I seen Grand Wizard said that. He said, I was paid by powerful people to make 6ix9ine happen. Little boy, stop playing with me, nigga. I was making $150,000 every fucking month. If you think I need 6ix9ine to get a house, you're not good at math. You think I need Complex to get a house, you're not good at math. You work at Hot 97, nigga, you're not pulling no $500,000 a year. Nigga, that was 3 months of pay for me. Don't try to ever diminish my work. You don't own nothing you're on. You work at a radio station, which you don't own. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the money looks a little different when you do own it.
Over the years, the beef has always simmered, rearing up from time to time, including the Drake versus Kendrick beef, where they found themselves standing on opposite sides as far as Ack saw it.
Cause when y'all ever try to disrespect me, I got the goddamn ammo on y'all. I never fuck with you ever in life. So I shit on you now. Don't try to hit me up later. I'ma shit on you afterwards. I don't fuck with you. I used to look up to y'all, and then y'all became my sons. When I was in high school, I used to listen to y'all niggas, and y'all became my sons. I know my approach is always kind or positive on top, and I can work on that myself when the message is real. Hello, you saw, no, you read this, then went on scene. You don't really want to talk. You just want the bullshit as I expected. Proceed with the bullshit.
After Peter claimed that he'd go broke if Twitch shut down, Ack even went as far as to challenge him to a fight.
Your Academics talks a lot of trash for someone who would go broke if Twitch and YouTube got shut down. Rosenberg, I probably made more this year on Spotify than you've made your entire career at Hot 97. You claim that I'm so pussy because you said you saw me at Complex and I wasn't trying to do whatever. We could meet up, let's box. I will beat the brakes off of you, little nigga. Didn't want to do it. I ain't got no interest to fight.
Oh shit, that nigga Ack let his nuts drop.
Look, I have an interest in taking advantage
on
of
these
your platform.
Niggas.
Suck a dick, nigga. It's my platform.
Suck a dick, nigga.
Not yours. Fuck you.
Following all this, it's no surprise that Ack didn't have any sympathy for him upon being let go by Hot 97, and said that the whole argument that he'd been fired for his progressive politics was simply his way of coping with his irrelevance.
Progressive shit out the way, bro.
They need me out the way.
Nigga, you ain't that important. They looked at you like a low-level employee that was basically stealing change out the fucking cash register, nigga. Hold on now, nigga. Don't act like you like, oh, I'm the only thing standing in the way of them in $500 million. No, nigga. They look at you as the little peon who every time they've trained you 50 times on how to stock the shelves, and you still fuck it up. You ain't no big boss, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. That's why they made sure you was not gonna have a Merry Christmas, nigga.
But rather than take the L, Ebro refused to back off, essentially calling Act's credentials as a fan.
Charmaine said academics give someone who got bullied in high school. Be nice to my nigga Act, y'all.
Of hip-hop into question, due to him only really writing for one artist.
Academics really tapped into it right there, the level of sickness that I was referring to, where there are these like, what are you standing on exactly, Academics? When you say like flip-flopping, we're just fans of music, bro. We're fans of the culture. We're fans of hip-hop. What exactly are you standing on or standing for when you say you're on Drake's side, if there's a side to pick? What is that? What is the side? And I'll be honest, those are pop music fans. Give me a fan.
Nicki's fans?
Pop music fans. Those fans are pop music fans. Hip hop fans like a plethora of hip hop and are fans of whatever is dope.
People are gonna call you, you're just a purist. You don't get it.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be that. That's fine. But I would love to learn.
This naturally didn't bother such an avid OVO venger, with Ak and Drake apparently getting a good laugh out of them going solo and what that looks like.
The boy hit me. He said, yo, Act. He said, no cap. He said, dog, when I was watching that clip, you feel me? Yo, he said, when I seen Rosen Dweeb streaming and I could see that nigga Fringe in the background, I didn't even peep that. I swear. This is what the boy told me. He said, when I could peep the Fringe in the background. You feel me? He said, times are tough. Times are tough. Yeah. He says the kitchen is in the living room. He says the kitchen is in the living room and the office. Oh, Drake got jokes. Drake got jokes.
Prettily offered to give them the final paycheck that Hot 97 is apparently withholding from the duo if they make amends for previous comments.
I'll tell y'all this. If I get an apology from both of y'all, I'll send y'all paychecks. Send me proof of what you got paid last time. I'll send both of y'all paychecks. But this is okay. This is a learning lesson. The stone the builder refuses becomes the head cornerstone. Y'all gotta come on here and complain about what Hot 97 ain't sent you. Whatever it was, okay? I need a sincere apology. Academics, I was wrong. I should have never said those nasty things about you.
Rosenberg took a different tactic, with Peter suggesting that all of the wealth amounted to nothing, when in his opinion, they're so fundamentally unhappy in themselves.
Academics has a lot of money, Drake has a lot of money, but I have something that neither of them have, and that is called real friends. Neither of those people have friends. If Drake had real friends, the whole battle never would have happened the way it happened, and the lawsuit wouldn't have happened, and all of these terrible decisions that the whole world had their head in their hands about wouldn't have happened, because real friends, not people not staff, not people who live.
What is this nigga talking about?
Because of you, would have said, my man, don't do that. And
this nigga sound like a loser, I ain't gonna lie.
Academics, we know, doesn't have friends, because look how my man dresses every time he goes on camera. No, my man, pay a stylist. What is the jersey? What is the jersey? And the whole Rosen Dweeb thing. Yo, bro, you have to come up with insults that might actually, offend me.
Later on, he took issue with his placement at the top of the Complex list, arguing that it was bad for the culture.
Every time we prop up this thing that makes Academics the most important person in media.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I'm one of the niggas who actually, well, I ain't gonna say I listen to hip hop radio, but whenever I catch, there were people I like on the radio in New York, I try to tap in. Nigga, who the fuck is stopping and listening to this nigga on the radio for real?
We are legitimizing the idea that this is what the top of hip hop media looks like. When I'm ignored, all of those things are valid. But what I'm saying is whenever it goes, oh, look at me, I'm number blank. Everyone is signing up for, this is the list we honor that thinks Academics is the #1 most important thing in hip hop media. Because we're co-signing the whole thing.
On the subject of the list, Academics basically suggested that Ebro didn't even deserve to be on it, dismissing his role as head of hip hop and R&B as simply him being another corporate stooge.
Yes, he does.
A show that airs regularly.
You can't use somebody's job as a hip-hop curator. When you mention this guy's job, where does he work? It's the opinion of Apple Music. Hold on.
You don't really think Ebro is just reflecting the opinions of Apple Music. You don't believe that. You don't believe that.
So basically, we're giving him props because he got hired at a place that has all the power in the world.
No,
these days, hip-hop looks so much different than what this guy said. If anything, it just shows over time. This guy was an idiot.
Okay, Barry.
Next question. My ranking won't change. I still got Max at 9. I don't even think Ebro should be in the top 10. I'm actually a little bit perturbed by that, but it's okay.
Although many of them come from that traditional media background, there are instances when Ak has smoke for others who innovated on the internet like him. A prime example of this is the problems that he has with the man behind the needle drop, Anthony Fantano, when it comes to their approach to discussing music and where they're...
I definitely don't. Bro, I didn't even know who this nigga was until he started beefing with niggas that I knew about. I definitely don't watch this nigga reviews or go to him for any commentary, but apparently some people like him.
Their values lie.
Pretty sure it's mostly Caucasians.
Ak and Anthony...
I can't see niggas like me really taking this nigga word. Why would we watch this nigga? Look at him.
Then he couldn't be any more different. To be honest, it's not entirely clear where the feud started, but it appears Fantano enjoyed Freddie Gibbs cooking him a little too much, even making a video about it, which he parodied Ak's editing style.
When Freddie Gibbs, yesterday at the time that I'm recording this video, tweets, "I'll give a bad bitch 5K if they admit to sleeping with academics." When he says that, it causes DJ Academics to go absolutely insane. Now, I don't know what Academic's state of mind was when he was putting out these tweets. There are some repeated words and quite a few typos, and as a result of all of this, he seemed to go on Twitch and go on this insane, angry, screamed rant where he seemed like...
Charmaine, you watch that nigga? Fantano? You fuck with Fantano, Char?
A little drunk.
Keep it 100 with me.
A little high, definitely not in a sober state of mind.
This would be a recurring theme, with Fantano dropping stray shots whenever he gets a moment, including taking aim at his unwavering support of Drake during the Kendrick beef.
And DJ Academics, as dumb, as stupid of a dumb fuck he is, he's been just unflinchingly devoted to Drake for so long. He deserves a little bit more of a fight from Drake. He's got to be in his DMs. He's got to be on his line right now. Like, Drake, what are you doing? Fight back! Fight back!
And the minute that he was in trouble with the grooming scandal, Fantano was out with the shovel.
And what's even more insane about the footage that you just saw are like the defenses that I have seen of it, or just people generally turning a blind eye, or people honestly just kind of tuning out at this point because Academics in so many scenarios, be it with the Kendrick and Drake stuff, be it with the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez stuff, has proven himself to be such utter trash. Only people left in his audience are essentially there because he's trash. Him being trash is a feature, not a bug. And this kid says no because that age gap would be grooming, or it would be statutory. Again, this kid is less than half than Academics' age, and he's got more fucking sense than Academics does.
You're one of those Kendrick fans who are upset that, I'm sorry, Drake still is giving BTA belt to ass. I get it. Y'all are upset. How do we cancel Act? I'm still the biggest. Pause. You can't cancel what you didn't build.
And again, the excuses, the defenses that I have seen have been just crazy, talking about, he's just like joking and being silly.
I've never clicked on one of this dude's videos. The only time I ever see him is on other people's videos where they throw a monologue at him or something like that.
It's not serious, so on and so forth. I'm sorry, what's the joke here? What's the joke?
Basically, it seemed like Anthony had some serious animosity towards him. So it was no surprise that when Fantano was being taken to task over his repeated use of the N-word in the past, Ak was all too happy to finally share his thoughts on the music reviewer.
I extended this attitude into other pieces of content I have made.
Oh, wow. So, Mr. I could judge your whole soul, your upbringing, your moral capacity from maybe you saying something that was regrettable
or maybe the timing of the ecosystem that's now looking at it now feels it's reprehensible, you could say, oh, hey, times change, I'm different, but it only applies to you.
Similarly, he relished the report that Fantano had been slipped a fake Iceman release date, claiming that it spoke to just how
said something about one of these like companies. I don't know if it's Poly Market or like whatever. They're so excited that Drake gave them a shout out. They put a budget behind people trying to highlight in the music them. So really, it looks like Drake's music is getting free promo, or Drake is getting free promo.
Not only does this clip sound like total BS just from the outset, because what do you mean a company like Poly Market is actually paying for this campaign out of the goodness of their hearts because Drake mentioned them on a song? It's so clear and so obvious. There's no way in hell there is an active clipping campaign for anything involving Iceman with Drake and his team just being like, wow, I can't believe they would do that. That's so cool. That's so chill of them. What, didn't even know that was happening.
And in the view of his audience, he's absolutely correct. You're right, Ak in general is ruining music. At that stage, Ak seemed pretty unbothered, claiming that Drake has no respect for his opinion.
I actually tried to bring it up and Drake was like, I said, yo, because I'm talking about how the hate just been going away. Yo, my nigga said, so bro, why would I even listen to that? He's like, listen to this guy. He's like, listen to Hitler give a speech. I understand, brother.
But it must be said that he gave him his flowers to an extent on the complex list, but with a whole lot of caveats.
I could be objective enough to say this is actually accurate. I would have him at 6 and have, Platboy Max at 7. I don't with this thing. I don't like nothing about him. I don't like his glasses, that Hitler, whatever he got. I don't like nothing about him, dog. I don't like this. I don't like that shirt. I don't like the little whiskers under his chin. I don't like nothing. I don't like him balding. I hope Turkey banned him. I don't like nothing about him. But I could appreciate I
hope Turkey
the influence and the fact that whatever he's putting out, it does make some waves and it's influential, but it's his POV.
Currently, the issue of Academics' alleged secret dealings with Steak and Drake continues to create more beef with media figures. The moment someone brings it up, Ak is intent on chopping them down. The current man in his crosshairs is Jeremy Hecht, a former writer at Up Rocks and Hip Hop DX, who recently co-hosted a podcast with Elliot Wilson and DJ Head. Over on his personal socials, he outlined a theory that he was being paid by Steak.
But I guess you've never really had a problem interacting with Wizards. But allegedly, Steak and also the money you've been receiving from there may not be exactly what it seems. And there may be some illegal activity going on.
And what was new information, he accused him of being a stooge for Trump's platform, Truth Social, as well as discussing Drake's ties to the MAGA movement.
So I know why you jumped so quickly and aggressively on that tweet, and I know where your opinion's coming from. I also know that your opinion on music isn't from you either because you're getting paid by every label. But maybe that's for another video. But this wasn't just about them using a song. When you align yourself with...
That's not a secret though. Ak literally always say he robbing the labels for promo. He always say he robbing the labels. So that's like not even like a secret. I'm robbing the labels, nigga. I'm just taking your budget. He said it all the time. So it's like he not his opinion, just shit that he posts on his page, promo on the Academics page.
People like this, or this, or this, and call your album this when this is happening, with an album cover that has this sign that also kind of looks like this sign. You can't be shocked when they do this. I don't think Drake's intention was any of this. Drake even said this on his album. But if that's not something that you want to be associated with, then just say something. That was my only point. Ak thinks that you don't have to denounce anything, but that's because it's something he's aligned with. For some of the biggest artists and celebrities in the world, it was as easy as this. Or this. Or this. And even this. Oh, and Ak, you might want to do some history on the word woke, because I don't think you're using it right. But that's for another video. Iceman's gonna sell incredible numbers, pour up some Henny, you can go back to arguing with women online like you usually do. Oh, I almost forgot, congrats on your new OVO chain. I know you're gonna take great care of it. You earned it, I'm happy for you.
And once all of this surfaced, Ak didn't hesitate to dismiss him outright and offered to pay him to
That's hate. That's hate. Charmaine says, so you don't have to post on your channel or in the video if it's a paid promotion. On the channel, on the the Academics page, the big one, the one that he posts all the news shit on, not the Academy shit where they be slandering niggas. The Academics page, the classic Academics IG page. That page is where he do paid promo, just like everybody else, every other joint. Paid promo.
Unveiled the info that he allegedly had.
Jeremy, I got $100,000 for you if you provide that. Head of Truth. Listen. You know what's so funny? Let me see. Who's this person? Who's the head of Truth Socials? Devin Nunes? Shit, I wish I was. You know what's so funny? So this guy called himself trying to call me out. First of all, I'm the only person who will gladly tell you where my political affiliations lie at the moment. Now, I'm not opposed to taking political money. I just ain't get it yet. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. Now, obviously, if I ever took money from politics, you'd be like, oh, I'll put up a post and it's like an ad. I don't give a fuck. I do ads, 100%. Like, this is where I'm breaking the mold for media people, because they usually do it under the table, and because some of them used to be on radio, if you do that, that's illegal. What I do is what every media company does. I definitely run ads. By the way, this guy was on a show with another bozo, DJ Dickhead and Elliot Wilson, and they don't realize that they were signed to, what's it called, Hip Hop DX or Uprocks, one of those companies. They both do what I do and that everybody else does as media companies.
And when that wasn't enough to finish off the Truth Social chatter or the alleged Trump regime ties on Iceman, Ak did what he does best and went on the offensive. Shut your bitch ass up talking about a rapper need to denounce free promo from the fucking White House. I'm so glad dudes like you is out of here. Ain't no denouncing. Take that woke shit back to the fucking dot era. It's Iceman season. But Jeremy is not backing down. He's still out here exploring the steak deal and suggested that whatever attempt Ak is making to parry it off is not working.
And he showed receipts on screen, I will say. He showed Rumble receipts. I will say there's also a much deeper tie between Truth Social and Rumble and the person that I mentioned than he's willing to give credit for, and that we might even know at this moment publicly. But I will, all allegedly, right? I'll let things play out in time. I won't necessarily go too deep into it. But it was convenient that he basically only responded to the first half of my video and cut it, because in the second half of my video, I also talked about ongoing legal investigations into him alongside his boy, George, Grand Wizard, who goes by a name, the KKK, and uses the N-word and is an Asian man and promotes hate all over his platform and has probably spoken negatively about many of us on this platform before, many times. But I spoke about an investigation going on there between them, and I just felt like Ak maybe feels the walls crumbling around him, and maybe things are coming to the light and things are happening.
Whether you love or hate him, it's evident that Akademiks knows what he's doing, and there's a reason he's at the top of those power rankings. Over all of his years in the industry, Ak has worked at how to strike a balance between being the story and reporting it, boosting his profile and the platforms in one go. And clearly, fighting with his fellow media professionals plays a role in that, which is bigger than you might realize until it's all laid out in front of you like this. Because every time this happens, those viewing figures go up, increasing Ak's profile and revenue in a way that ensures that even if he has to be the most hated man in the field, he's ultimately winning.
Hey man, shit, can't hate that. I'm about to get up off this nasty, my peoples, my hearties. Y'all know I love y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'm gonna get up off this nasty though, gang. We about 2 a.m. up in this joint. Hope y'all enjoy the stream. I enjoy rocking out with y'all as always. My hearties, I'm off this nasty for the night, gang.